Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome live here to Panther Ballpark at Lufkin High School. Happy to be with you on Lufkin Game Time. This is our Cafe Del Rio pregame show. We've got your Higginbotham Insurance starting lineups as well as your Lufkin Coca-Cola first pitch coming up here in just a few moments. Your Panthers coming into tonight with a 4-0 record in district play. Absolutely huge start and an absolutely enormous ball game this evening between our Panthers and the Panthers of Kingwood Park. Kingwood Park comes into tonight with a 15-4 overall record, 3-1 in district play. Yes, 3-1. They took a loss just on Tuesday night when they played Porter. They lost 7-2. The Porter team is a deadly team. They're interesting. Them and Huntsville are going to keep things very interesting throughout district play. But the Panthers have a chance to really take this district at the steering wheel here this evening by protecting the home turf and getting a win against the Kingwood Park Panthers. We really took care of business really well against Dayton on Tuesday, a 10-0 victory. It was done in 5 innings. We started off with the effort from Caleb Hillis on the mound. 4 innings pitched, no earned runs, only 2 hits, surrendered, 3 strikeouts for him in the ballgame. He had 3 walks and 1 hit by pitch, but an incredible performance by him. Stafford came in relief in that 5th inning and really shut things down as well. 1 inning for him. No runs, no hits, no walks, 2 strikeouts. And so overall it was solid. We scored 10 runs on 9 hits. We just kind of took care of business against the Broncos, and we got the starter out of the game after only getting 1 out in the 1st inning. 8 runs were scored on Sebastian Avila. 8 runs, 7 of those were earned, 4 hits. He had no strikeouts, and he did peg 2 batters. One was Cooper Knight, and the other was Austin Lindsay, the top 2 hit-by-pitch getters for the Panthers this season. We got to the second guy, did a little bit better, 1 2/3, 1 earned run, but we really, after that 1st inning, we were in the driver's seat throughout it, and we got to end the game a little bit early, pretty quick ball game. And then we got to go watch the softball action that was happening. The Lady Panthers really came a great ball game with them in Huntsville. Ended up taking a 2-1 loss over the number 6 ranked Huntsville Lady Hornets on Tuesday night, and it was a good night at the ballpark. But the Panthers so far, we've had to take care of business and protect our home field. It feels like we have played so many home games because we have. Listen, I say that. We went to NAC, we went to Huntsville, we were home for Porter, home for Dayton. Tomorrow we actually have a non-district game, a matchup with us and Longview. The Longview Lobos will be at Longview at noon tomorrow. No broadcast coming for that game, but a non-district game that will be happening. And traditionally, the last 2 years, the winner of that matchup goes into the 4th round of playoffs. So let's hope for a road win there. That would be nice. But then on Tuesday, we're home versus Nacogdoches. On Thursday, we're at Nacogdoches. I believe Gary Ivins will be on the call with you for that game. Then the next Tuesday, we're home versus Huntsville, and on Friday, at Huntsville. So we've got to protect home field. We've done a good job of it so far, and we got to keep that up. Let's give you tonight's starting lineups. First for the opposing Kingwood Park Panthers, number 8, the center fielder Blake Heckman, followed by the number 2 hole, 3rd baseman number 4, Kevin Rios. Rios, a junior, a second-team all-district player last year for this Kingwood Park Panthers squad. Behind the plate and at shortstop, you'll see him go in between both of them. Malcolm Santiago, the second baseman, batting cleanup, is a senior. The 5 hole is Aiden Murray, designated hitter. Last week, Aiden Murray had a heck of a week at the plate. Went 3 for 5, 2 doubles, 4 RBI, 1 run scored, and 2 walks drawn. And he was one of the 5A Texas Hitters of the Week by Texas High School Baseball Association. 6 hole for them is Jackson Lindsay. He's a senior left fielder. Nolan Kruger, the first baseman, bats in the 7th spot. 8 hole, and Landon Coburn. He is the sophomore pitcher tonight for the Panthers. He is the number 2 guy for this Kingwood Park Panther team. And the 9 hole is the shortstop, number 14, Nick Sloniker. Cody Jenkins is the lone commit at the next level, going to the University of Dallas. He'll be playing right field for the Kingwood Park Panthers this evening. These starting lineups are once again brought to you by our friends at Higginbotham Insurance. Let's take you around the diamond for our Lufkin Panthers. On the bump is the man, Austin Lindsay. Love seeing how well he's been working throughout this year. The tandem between Caleb Hillis and Austin Lindsay has been trouble. They have been it. They've been doing an incredible job carrying going the distance in games. They've really not made us go to our relief pitching, even though we do have it. But when we have to use it, we will. And listen, Cooper Knight comes in and closes the door better than anybody that I've seen this year. But so far, haven't had to do it a whole lot. But, man, I'll tell you what, Austin Lindsay has been a 4-0 record this season, a 1.00 ERA. That's pretty good, y'all. That's pretty good. Lindsay on the bump. Throwing to Jaden Grigson behind the plate, the senior catcher. Francisco Serrano's over at first base, and that guy at the plate has been doing a heck of a job. 500 average in the district season. Grant Stafford, you kind of see him go all over the field. Tonight playing second base where Lindsay normally will be playing. So Stafford's at second. His partner up the middle is Cooper Knight. That man just makes so many plays. In at third base for the Panthers is Jace Camp. Last game on Tuesday against Dayton got his first 2 hits of the district schedule and got 2 singles, 2 RBI, and 1 run scored on the evening. Caden Hernandez is in left field for us, and while his average is down, his walk total is high for the Panthers, leading us with 10 walks drawn this season. Caleb Hillis is in center, and like we said, the non-district schedule for Hillis, the story was, man, just going through a slump. District been turned the other way. And in right field, Ryan Rasmussen, Jack Bowers is our DH. We have the national anthem about to happen here at the ballpark, so we will pause as we have Honor America with the playing of our national anthem. All right, that's our Cafe Del Rio pregame show. We'll be right back after a quick break right here on Lufkin Game Time.
Loving Auto Group is more than a great place to buy and service your vehicle. We're your neighbor, friend, and fully committed to helping the communities we serve.
You'll love the loving way. Loving Auto Group.
Hey Panther fans, Big Nasty here. Need a short-term loan to cover some unexpected bills or maybe a little extra cash? Give Texan Credit a call today. Loan process that is easy from start to finish, and you will get your money fast. Texan Credit has been helping Texas residents for over 10 years by offering multiple loan options with easy low payment. Located in Lufkin at 509 South Timberland Drive, or look Texan Credit up online, TexanCredit.com. Trust me, if they'll loan me money, they will loan you money. Texan Credit, they say yes.
Panther fans, craving a game time snack? Head to Taco Casa, the official taco destination for Lufkin Game Time. Dive into a crunchy taco, indulge in a super burrito, or satisfy your taste buds with nachos or a chili burger. Serving Lufkin and Nacogdoches with excellence. Taco Casa, where it's always real fresh, real food, and real good. Taco Casa, proudly supporting our Panthers on Lufkin Game Time. And welcome back here on Lufkin Game Time. Let's take you around the diamond one more time here for our Panthers. Austin Lindsay on the bump. Jaden Grigson behind the plate. Serrano's at first. Stafford at second. Knight at short. Jace Camp at third. Outfield left to right. Hernandez, Hillis, and Rasmussen. On DH for the Panthers is Jack Bowers and Austin Lindsay, who's had a fantastic season this year. 4-0 record, a 1.00 ERA in 24 innings pitched, only allowing 3 earned runs on the season. He works against the center fielder Blake Heckman, and here is our Lufkin Coca-Cola first pitch. He'll show bunt, pull it back, taken for a strike. Both teams going to be very willing to be playing small ball tonight, something to be able to watch. 0-1 count for Lindsay, now quickly 0-2. Two-seamer, excellent strike there, and Lindsay is a very fast worker on the mound. Quickly gets ahead, 0-2 here at the top of the first inning, and fastball jammed him in just very late was Blake Heckman. Just enough to check swing on the fastball up and in. 0-2 changeup, got him looking. Wow. What a start for Lindsey. This is more of what we've seen from him all season long, and Lindsey getting the strikeout looking. That strikeout brought to you by our good friends at CHI St. Luke's Health Memorial. And Lindsey, the man on a mission here this evening. And if you notice here on the video stream, as soon as he gets the point, he is rocking and rolling. 4 pitches, 4 strikes for Austin so far in this one as he works against Kevin Rios, the junior third baseman. First ball thrown by Lindsey. Low and away with the changeup. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Fastball hit out of play, now quickly 1-2. So Lindsey getting ahead of both batters here early on. 1-2, soft chopper over to first. Took 1 bounce, ricocheted a little bit off the stomach of Francisco Serrano. He'll gather it in and touch first for the second out of the inning. So right now Kingwood Park is struggling to catch up with the velocity of Lindsey. Typically at first inning he'll start off, anywhere from 85 to 86 miles an hour. Might end up living around 82, 83, but that first inning he always has a little bit of extra juice here. A fastball misses low and inside to the sophomore Nate Eveler. Eveler will be behind the plate for Kingwood Park, and a fastball up and away from Lindsey. 2-0 now. So 2 balls and no strikes. And the pitch. That one's lifted in the air, left field, right to Hernandez. Wow, the wind kind of picked it up a bit, so Hernandez had to end up diving for it. He makes the play. The wind is blowing in. Stay in the game with the Lufkin Game Time app. From live broadcast and game alerts to exclusive highlights, schedules, and the latest Panther news. Download Lufkin Game Time on the App Store and Google Play. Lufkin Game Time, the home to Lufkin Panther and Lady Panther sports.
This is a Whataburger table tent. An orange and white trophy for your made-to-order burger. It means we cook your meal up fresh. And don't get up, because we'll bring it right to you. So if you're looking to sit down and celebrate the fact that you left it all on the field, we've got your number. Whataburger, just like you like it.
Give you tonight's starting lineup for the Panthers. Leading us off, batting .316 on the year, is our man Cooper Knight, playing shortstop. Hits in all 4 of his district games this season, followed by the 2-hole Caden Hernandez. In our 3-hole, as it has been all district play, it's been Hernandez at the 2, Grant Stafford at the 3, and between those two, listen, they're only combined batting 182 each, so 182 average for each of them. So not getting a ton of hits from the 2 and 3 spot yet. Still 4-0. They do come up clutch in their own ways, though, as well. We've seen sack bunts, we'll see walks, we'll see whatever it takes. The team mentality, the team approach here at the plate for the Panthers is something that you just see. I think it's critical for our success, and we see it all throughout. 4 holes, Jaden Grigson, 5, Francisco Serrano, the first baseman. Austin Lindsey, our pitcher, bats in the 6th spot. Our DH is number 0, Jack Bowers, bats in the 7th spot. Jace Camp at third base, bats in the 8th. And our 9-hole, the senior center fielder tonight, Caleb Hillis, who has been on a tear so far in district. He also has hits in all 4 district games. Him, Serrano, and Knight, all with that honor so far, and hope to continue that here as they work against Landon Coburn, the sophomore pitcher for the Kingwood Park Panthers. First pitch to Knight is taken away to the left-hand batter. Knight has 8 walks drawn this season and 7 hit by pitch. Fastball grooved knee-high, middle of the plate for a strike, 1-1. I think some of the hit by pitch numbers being so high have to be with he's going to crowd the plate. He will be up on it. This pitch actually backs off a little bit now. Takes a stab at a fastball there as it lifts it over towards the batting cages over behind the Panther dugout. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. So we're just underway here in the bottom of the first. This first inning brought to you by our friends at Pilgrims. Coburn electing to go with the curveball that misses well outside. Count now 2-2. Knight, a great base stealer, great base runner in general. Panther squad, we have a lot of really solid base runners, and once he gets on, always a threat to go. Count still evened up, 2-2. The pitch. Curveball lifted softly. Will it get down in the left field? No, it will not. Playing in was Jackson Lindsay. Playing, strangely in there, even with the wind blowing in. He wasn't maybe 35 feet past third base, second, and shortstop. He back up a little bit here for Caden Hernandez. So one down, Hernandez coming up, and Hernandez is our team leader in walks drawn. Takes the first pitch for a strike. About letter high, inside part of the plate. So count 0-1. With one down. Breaking ball missed it. Missed on the swing. 0-2 quickly. Oh-2 pitch goes back to the breaking ball, and that one kicks away from the catcher, Nate Evler. Let's take you around the diamond real quick for the Kingwood Park Panthers. Coburn on the bump, throwing to Evler behind the plate. Kruger's at first, Santiago at second, Sloniker at short, and Rios at third. Lindsay's in left, Heckman in center, and Jenkins in right. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 down. Curveball, no swing, 2-2 is the count. It's a competitive pitch from Coburn there. Next pitch, fastball popped high. Into short left field once again. Making the play is Lindsay. Had some help if he didn't want to get it. Third base and shortstop were there with him. Back-to-back pop-outs for Coburn. And here comes the freshman, Grant Stafford. Went 0 for 2 last game. Did have a sac bunt in the first inning that helped create the onslaught of runs produced by the Panthers. First pitch to Stafford was a changeup, in for strike 1. That one's hit hard just by the shortstop. Sloniker couldn't quite get there. Stafford says, you know what, I'll take a hit to lead things off here, and for his first at bat of the game. So Stafford on first with a single, and here comes Jaden Grigson, 400 batter in district, 341 on the season. He's been a competitor at the plate for this Panther squad. For catchers, he got Wills, and so if you can find a gap, you get to have Hercules-like strength tonight to run one out of here. But if you can find a gap, he could be running for a while, especially with the outfielders playing a little more in. A little bit of wind, blowing directly at us here towards home plate. Stafford with a 2.5-step lead over at first. Time taken by Grigson at the plate as Coburn was taking a while. Panthers unafraid to swipe a bag. Any point of time, any count as well. Counts 0-1 to Grigson. The curveball that's hit well into right center field. That'll get down. Making the play is Heckman. And that's Grigson doing what he does best. Put the ball in play, see what happens. And little liner into right center, does a great job with it. Back-to-back singles for the Panthers. Rocco Farrell coming into courtesy run for Grigson. So Stafford's at second. Farrell now at first, running in place of Jaden Grigson, and Francisco Serrano at the plate with 2 down. Two down, curveball. Check swing, he did go around on it. So Serrano behind 0-1. Feeling a little chilly here, 61 degrees right now. Temperature going to drop a little bit more as we get going. 0-1, now 0-2 is a fastball swung on and missed by Serrano, and Coburn kind of doing whatever he wants here with 0-2. We've seen him go to the breaking ball a lot. He's probably split between fastball, curveball, a hint of a changeup once in a while. Maybe we've seen that twice so far in this first inning. 0-2, that one misses away. 1-2 now. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Bottom of the first, no score. Curveball, tapped softly. Coach K will come out the dugout and make the play for Panthers here. So we'll try it again with this 1-2 for Serrano. Serrano has 6 RBI on the season, a 400 on base percentage, and 6 hits in the 4 district games. 1 hit in each of the first 2 games, and then 2 hits in each of the last 2 games. 1-2. Check swing is fouled over to the dugout of Kingwood Park. We've seen the check swing several times now between both teams to start this one off in the first inning. Serrano last game had a bunt single and a double. Well, pick off look from Coburn as the shortstop was holding Stafford for a minute, but once he bailed, Stafford took a little bit larger lead, and so Coburn spinned back to check him. And time now taken by Serrano at the plate. Shortstop and pitcher trying to get on the same page here with pickoff cues. Shortstop bails, the pitch coming, a curveball. That one's fouled out of play again. So Serrano's still battling, and that's something I've loved about the at-bats of the Panthers so far in this district schedule is, you play everybody 3 times through, and so obviously other teams are going to pick up, take notes, and but something that you've always got to account for that we've seen in this game, in these games, is that the Panthers are really competitive in their at-bats. They don't go down without a fight. It's always trouble trying to get to retire the outs. 1-2, a changeup missing well low. 2-2. They just compete. It's fouling off pitches. It's fouling off pitches that are on the fringe. It's not swinging at bad pitches. It's putting the ball in play for the most part. There's been a couple games where some strikeout counts get a little high, but they go down swinging. They're gonna fight for it. They're really playing good baseball right now. It's a really gritty performance. The 2-2. That one misses outside. Oh, no, it doesn't. Strike 3 looking, wow. Right on cue, as I say, they go down swinging. We take one for strike 3. First strikeout of the game for Coburn, and we go down with leaving 2 on base. We move on to the second inning. This first inning, once again, was brought to you by our friends at Pilgrims. We'll be back with the second inning here on Lufkin Game Time. Don't wait till it's too late. Strata Roofing and Construction can inspect and assess your roof. They'll offer you the best options to replace or repair your property's roof. Expert roofers specializing in composite, metal, tile, TOP, and PVC. Homeowners trust Strata. Residential and commercial, new construction or replacement, located in Lufkin and serving all of East Texas. Efficient, affordable, Strata Roofing and Construction. 936-219-4369.
Well, everyone, the merger is now complete. Two East Texas insurance powers are now one. Morgan Insurance and Bartlett Baggett & Shands Insurance Agency are now just Morgan and Bartlett Baggett & Shands Insurance Agency. You can connect with them at 936-634-7755 or morganins.com. That's morganins.com. You can now get your free auto quotes courtesy of Germania Insurance, serving Lufkin and Nacogdoches in all of East Texas. Let the experts with over 150 years experience take care of you. It's the new East Texas Power. That's Morgan and Bartlett Baggett & Shands Insurance Agency here in Lufkin.
Santiago, Murray, and Lindsay coming up to bat for the Kingwood Park Panthers. They enter tonight's matchup at 15-4 record, 3-1 in district play. They lost the last district game against Porter, 7-2. Panthers on the season 11-5, 4-0 record, and Santiago very late on his decision to swing there, comes up empty. 0-1 count for Austin Lindsay, who had a 1-2-3 inning in the first. Fastball hit right back to Lindsay, takes it off the hop, jogs over to first, and will make the toss to Serrano for the first out of the inning. Lindsay leads the Panthers with now 11 1-2-3 innings this season. First pitch misses to Aiden Murray. Last week, as we said in the pregame, had a heck of a week at the plate. One of the Texas 5A baseball hitters of the week with this 3-for-5 performance, 2 doubles, 4 RBI, 1 run, 2 walks drawn. One ball, 2 strikes. Breaking ball bounced way early. That was a great 56-foot pitch from Lindsay, but got to have a few more feet on it to be competitive there. 2-2. That one over the back of Murray, who at this point Kingwood Park would say, hey, please wear it. You know, it's funny when I get to hear my son playing, you know, little travel ball games, and all the teams like, wear it, wear it. It's easy to say it when you're in the dugout, but it's coming right at you. A little bit different story, even a 73-mile-an-hour curveball. The count's full for Lindsay. Three balls and 2 strikes. Lindsay delivers. Jammed him inside, and it's fouled down third base line again. Murray's batting, Lindsay's on deck, and Kruger's in the hole for Kingwood Park. Fastball missed low from Austin.
Kingwood Park left fielder number
First base runner of the game for Kingwood Park comes here in the top of the second inning, brought to you by Loving Auto Group. Jackson Lindsay last year was a second-team all-district outfielder. He's a senior this season, and we'll see what Kingwood Park wants to do with the runner now at first base for the first time. Runner will stay put on the first pitch. That one's taken away for ball 1. So the last 2 batters, Lindsay is falling behind hitters. Chopper hit up the middle, could be 2. Let's see, Knight softly hit to him, so it doesn't really set up the chance for the double play, but we do get the lead runner out.
Kingwood Park first baseman number 9, Nolan Kruger.
That ball would have had a little bit more velocity over to Knight at shortstop. We could have flipped the double play, but we'll settle now with 2 outs. Runner at first for Kingwood Park, and Nolan Kruger, senior first baseman, coming up. Fastball jammed him inside for first pitch as it fouled back into the netting. No balls, a strike, 2 outs, no score in the top of the second. Oh, pickoff move, got him at first. Extra greedy lead from Lindsay over at Ralph and Kaku's instant replay. We'll be back in a moment with the bottom of the second inning in a moment here on Lufkin Game Time.
When it comes to repairing your vehicle, you always have a choice. At S&W Expert Collision Repair, we set the standard for excellence with state-of-the-art equipment, leading-edge technology, and over 40 years of industry know-how.
They got us a new car. They got us a new car. They got us a new car.
No, this is your car. We just fixed it correctly.
Thank you so much for our new car.
No, this is your car.
S&W Expert Collision Repair. You just might think you got a new car.
Commercial Bank of Texas has been your community bank since 1901, and our dedication to the people we serve is as important today as it was then. Today, CBTX brings you the latest technology, backed by personal customer service and #sealed with a smile. At Commercial Bank of Texas, banking is our business, but helping people succeed is our passion. It's time you experience banking Texas style. Stop by or give us a call today. You'll be glad you did.
Well, welcome back here on Lufkin Game Time. Bottom of the second, headed your way in just a moment. For the Panthers, we'll be sending up our pitcher, Austin Lindsay, getting it done on the mound. I mean, just dominant performance, and then just one of the better pickoff moves that I've seen getting to broadcast for years on years now. Hit that move to first is filthy. Lindsay, Bowers, and Camp due up. Caleb Hillis, the 9-hole, will come up as well. Hopefully here for Lufkin here. We're in the bottom of the second, no score thanks to our Austin Bank scoreboard. This second inning brought to you by our friends at Loving Auto Group. Lindsay comes up with a 286 average on the season. First one misses inside from Landon Coburn, who got the first 2 batters for the Panthers, Knight and Hernandez, to pop out in the first inning. The next 2 got singles, and then he struck out Serrano looking. Fastball hit right up the middle by Lindsay, but what some coverage by Santiago at second. Slides to make the catch, throws Lindsay out at first base. Wow, heck of a play. Michael Santiago, the senior second baseman, covered a lot of territory. Nothing wrong with that from Lindsay. You got the ball up the middle, but just a great read by Lindsay, and out number 1 of the inning has gotten. What a play. Here comes our left-hand hitter, Jack Bowers. That one misses low. One ball, no strikes. That one's over for a plate, 1-1. Curveball hit fair. A sliding, scooping play by Kruger at first. Right on the edge of the foul line down the right field line, but it was clearly fair. Good play made by Kruger. It's quickly 2 down, but 2 pretty solid defensive plays by the Kingwood Park Panthers here in the second. Here comes Jace Camp. 308 on base percentage this season. Comes up to a 2 down. Fastball up for ball 1. Coburn's only had one batter that he's got ahead with the strike against so far in this game. A ball and a strike now to Kemp. Good cut, a rip over to third, but scooped up by Rios, and to fire it over to Kruger. A 1-2-3 inning for Coburn and the Kingwood Park Panthers. We go down in order. We'll be back in a moment with the third inning. The second inning was brought to you by our friends at Loving Auto Group. We'll be right back on Lufkin Game Time.
For the first day of school, for the last day of work, for the satisfaction of a job well done, for the ideas that change the world, for good times, for not so good times, for her future and hers and his, for serving our customers and connecting communities. We're here with you for good. Austin Bank, with you for good.
Panther fans, it's game time. Need to make a winning play in the mortgage game? Shane Sepulvedo with K&G Capital Mortgage has got your back. Offering VA, conventional, FHA, USDA loans, he's got the play for you. Looking for someone local? Choose Shane. You can text WINNERS to 33655. That's WINNERS to 33655 and make the right move. Your future? That's Shane's focus. Proudly supporting the Lufkin Panthers on Lufkin Game Time. Make your mortgage move with Shane Sepulvedo at K&G Capital Mortgage. And MLS number 2143694. Welcome back here on Lufkin Game Time. That last half inning for the Panthers, we put the ball in play, but a heck of a play made by the second baseman Michael Santiago started the inning off, and then another good play from Kruger, and then Rios took care of a liner hit towards him on the ground. 1-2-3 order. Austin Lindsay trying to make another 1-2-3 inning. First inning was conventional, second way was unconventional, and now we're working against 7, 8, and 9 the lineup. Kruger, Coburn, and Slonaker coming up for Kingwood Park. 0-2, and Lindsay. Five out of the 7 batters that he's faced so far, getting ahead with first pitch strikes. But that one, it's a hit by pitch. That one just
Now batting for Kingwood Park.
I got stuck on his fingers, I guess, on that one. Kruger draws the hit by pitch on a ball that just odd from Lindsay down that one. Sophomore Coburn, the opposing pitcher, steps in the box on the right side for Kingwood Park as they pull out the wristbands for all the play calls here on the bases. Second base runner of the game for Kingwood. Quick pickoff for Lindsay. He did get the third out of the last inning off the quick pickoff move. Bunt shown, bunted in the air. Serrano gets it in foul territory. Serrano was about a half a step away from being able to make that play in the air and could have doubled up the runner who was breaking for second. He was already at second. Stafford was basically to first there on the coverage as well. So it's 0-1. Lindsay pitching to Coburn, bunt shown again. Bunt fouled out of play, and so far we've seen twice now Kingwood Park not able to execute the small ball. I believe we saw it with Rios, the second batter, trying to make something happen via the bunt, but he couldn't, and so far Coburn couldn't with the bunt either. Fastball tipped straight back. The race between Bowers and Kingwood Park's Jackson Lindsay. Bowers won the race here to retrieve the foul ball. 0-2 pitch, a fastball. Man, back-to-back batters now for Lindsay. Is hit by pitch.
Shortstop number 14, Nick Stonecker.
So 2 runners on via the hit by pitch. Quick time call, quick conversation here at the mound with Knight, Grigson, and Camp. Runners first and second, nobody out here in the third. 9-hole Sloniker coming up. Serrano anticipating the bunt. He'll charge in from first. Shortstop's covering third base as both the corners crashing in. So corners were crashing. Short went over to third. Second went to first. But the bunt was fouled off out of play. Can't underestimate how much being able to execute in situations just like this really is for the team. Bunt shown, pulled back. Can't touch it in fair territory. He was charging forward, trying to not touch it, but by that point had already committed. So a swinging bunt for Sloniker successful. He'll reach on the single. An awkward infield single that, but now Panthers going to have to deal with a bases loaded, nobody out situation. First time in district we've seen that. So a quick conversation. We thank all of our sponsors here in Lufkin Game Time. Make sure to download the Lufkin Game Time apps to get push notifications of when we're live. You can listen or watch, radio broadcast happening right now with our softball girls as well. And so dual action happening throughout all district and playoffs. And make sure you download the app to be able to know when games are live, when it's happening, and all the good stuff there. With Lufkin Game Time app available on Apple and Android. We find ourselves in a bases loaded situation and working against the top of the lineup. Blake Heckman went down on 3 pitches against Lindsay in his first at bat. Struck out looking. So let's see if we can work out of the jam here. The bunt obviously still in play for the Panthers. First pitch coming to the leadoff guy here in the third. Fastball misses low. Start inning brought to you by our friends at East Texas Food Associates. One ball, no strikes. Foul ball lifted high over towards the grill. Batting cage area at the concession stand. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Serrano and Camp playing into the corners. Runner breaking for the plate, suicide bunt, fouled off. They were fully committed, but so far we just have not seen Kingwood Park be able to get it down. That pitch, though, from Lindsay did no favors for Heckman either. It's a fastball up and away, but at that point you are fully committed to having to get that bunt down no matter what. Worst thing you do is miss it. Best thing you do is lay it down. Second best thing is, hey, foul it off, give yourself a chance. But the count now 1-2. Lindsay struck Heckman out 1 time already. Would love to see a second one here. The pitch. Swung on, that's lifted into left. Oh, no. Hernandez, wow, had a bad read at first. Had to make a miracle grab, jump back, and get it. So the ball didn't burn him. He makes the catch. Kind of over-anticipated how much that one might have got knocked down, but still last-minute recovery, making the catch, and 1 out. Here comes Kevin Rios. Obviously, Panthers We're going to say this a lot tonight, but the bunt always going to be in play for both of these teams. A lot of situations where the bunt's never off limits, especially when it's a tie ball game with no score. One hit for the for Kingwood Park, 2 for Lufkin so far in the game, and so they will generate offense however they possibly can. Liner hitting to right field. Rasmussen going to come up throwing. He actually hits second. Runner will score, an RBI single for Kevin Rios. And Kingwood Park has the first run of the game.
Kingwood Park catcher number 29, Nate Everler.
So scoring was Kruger. Coburn's up to third. Slonaker is second, and Rios at first. Here comes the 3-hole, Nate Everler, the sophomore. He flew out to Hernandez his first time up. Serrano at first, not anticipating the bunt. Fastball, big cut, and that's why. Everler came up empty. He crowds the plate, also leans over it. Has a big cut too with it. Both teams got to do some on-field BP before the game. We got to see him take some hacks and hit the ball well, but like I said, it takes some Hercules-type strength tonight to run the ball out of here with the wind working against you. 0-1 count, time taken. Well, balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Thanks for listening in here and tuning in to Lufkin Game Time. They just took the lead 1-0 in the top of the third. Lindsey bringing a fastball just away for a ball. Count's evened up at 1-1. We knew this was going to be a battle between these two teams that are competing for the top spot in district. Right now, Lufkin has it outright. The 4-0 district record. Kingwood Park 3-1. Fastball missing low, 2-1. This inning, a grind for Austin as he pegged Kruger, the first batter, the leadoff batter. Then got ahead of Coburn, but pegged him as well. Fastball at the knees for a strike, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. With bases still loaded here. We know Lindsey has a filthy breaking ball. Filthy breaking ball. We know he can run one up. Fastball as well, so we'll see. It went with the fastball high, so now the count's 3-2. Full count pitch, swing and a miss, got him, wow. What a timely strikeout for Austin Lindsey. Another strikeout brought to you by our friends at CHI St. Luke's Health Memorial. So Lindsey now with 2 outs. Out of any bag to get you out of the inning. If you can escape out of this inning allowing 1 run, you've done a really good job here. 2 strikeouts so far in the game for Austin. Santiago up to bat now. Had the incredibly clutch play at second base defensively. Last half inning. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch. That one's lifted in the air. Right fielder Rasmussen. Does he have a read? Yes, he does. He'll make the play for out number 3. And so, despite having bases loaded, the Panthers, Kingwood Park only produces 1 run in the top of the third. They do lead 1-0 as we move on to the bottom half of the third inning, brought to you by our friends at East Texas Foot Associates. We'll be back in a moment here on Lufkin Game Time.
Loving Auto Group is more than a great place to buy and service your vehicle. We're your neighbor, friend, and fully committed to helping the communities we serve.
You'll love the loving way. Loving Auto Group.
Hey, Panther fans, Big Nasty here. Need a short-term loan to cover some unexpected bills or maybe a little extra cash? Give Texan Credit a call today. Loan process that is easy from start to finish, and you will get your money fast. Texan Credit has been helping Texas residents for over 10 years by offering multiple loan options with easy low payment. Located in Lufkin at 509 South Timberland Drive, or look Texan Credit up online, TexanCredit.com. Trust me, if they'll loan me money, they will loan you money. Texan Credit, they say yes.
Panther fans, craving a game time snack? Head to Taco Casa, the official taco destination for Lufkin Game Time. Dive into a crunchy taco, indulge in a super burrito, or satisfy your taste buds with nachos or a chili burger. Serving Lufkin and Nacogdoches with excellence. Taco Casa, where it's always real fresh, real food, and real good. Taco Casa, proudly supporting our Panthers on Lufkin Game Time. Here, bottom of the third inning, brought to you by East Texas Foot Associates, where Panthers are trailing. Both teams are Panthers, so let me clarify which one's which. Lufkin Panthers trailing Kingwood Park 1-0. The first run of the game came across in the top of the third with the RBI single from Kevin Rios of Kingwood Park. Landon Coburn working against 9, 1, and 2 in our Lufkin lineup. 9 is Caleb Hillis, and he takes a curveball for strike one. 0-1 count. He'll go back to the curve, and wow, got the call there. A little generous in the outer half from behind the plate. We've seen that twice now in this one. Once with Serrano, and now secondly with Hillis. 0-2 pitch. Fastball high, driven up in the air. As Jackson Lindsay getting under it and will make the play.
Now batting for the Panthers, shortstop, number 16, Cooper Knight.
Here comes our man, Cooper Knight. He flew out to left field. Left fielder Lindsay has got 3 putouts here so far in the game. The first 2 hitters, Knight and Hernandez, both flat out to him, and then Hillis just then. Back at the top of the lineup, looking for 1 run to tie. Coburn gets a ground ball over to shortstop. Sloniker over to first for the out.
Panthers left fielder number 2, Caden Hernandez.
So far, the Panthers have grounded out 4 times and popped out 3 times and 1 strikeout. After 2 outs into the bottom of the third. Here comes Hernandez with 2 outs. See if we can have a little 2-out rally in the bottom of the third. Fastball, strike 1. Oh, 1, now 0-2. Umpire behind the plate being very consistent with that outer edge, maybe giving a ball off the plate as well, so we're going to have to adjust. 0-2, curveball out in front of it. A 1-2-3 inning. Back-to-back for now for Landon Coburn. We move on. 4th inning headed your way. Lufkin Panthers trailing 1-0 to Kingwood Park here on Lufkin Game Time. Stay in the game with the Lufkin Game Time app. From live broadcast and game alerts to exclusive highlights, schedules, and the latest Panther news. Download Lufkin Game Time on the App Store and Google Play. Lufkin Game Time, the home to Lufkin Panther and Lady Panther sports.
This is a Whataburger table tent. An orange and white trophy for your made-to-order burger. It means we cook your meal up fresh. And don't get up, because we'll bring it right to you. So if you're looking to sit down and celebrate the fact that you left it all on the field, we've got your number. Whataburger, just like you like it.
Welcome back here on Lufkin Game Time. Austin Lindsay, so far in this one, has allowed 1 earned run, 2 hits, struck out 2, walked 1, and had 2 hit by pitch.
Now batting for Kingwood Park, the designated hitter, number 15, Aiden Murray.
Aiden Murray, Jackson Lindsay, and Nolan Kruger due up for the Kingwood Park Panthers this half inning. Murray walked and got out on a fielder's choice his first time up. Lindsey delivering a fastball a little too low. Two and 0 now. You see Lindsey back in the windup and loving to work quick. 2-0 jams him right on the hands, but an easy play for Cooper Knight over at short.
Kingwood Park left fielder number 24, Jackson Lindsey.
Lindsey, who reached on a fielder's choice last time, steps in the box on the right side. Takes another cut at the first pitch he sees to the second baseman Stafford. Stafford to Serrano for the out. Landon Coburn has had on the opposite side of the diamond. Lindsey, though, you see him on the video here. He's already ready. Second he gets the go-ahead, he is ready to rock and roll. Fastball. Man, just a quick inning there. Could be out number 3. Hernandez has a mile to travel, but he does so in foul territory. Makes the grab. A 1-2-3 inning. That's a way to bounce back for Austin Lindsey. We move on. Bottom of the fourth. Headed your way. This fourth inning brought to you by our friends at Layered Homes and Floors and More. Lufkin trailing 1-0 against Kingwood Park. We'll be back with the heart of the lineup. 3, 4, and 5. Stafford, Grigson, and Serrano here on Lufkin Game Time.
Don't wait till it's too late. Strata Roofing and Construction can inspect and assess your roof. They'll offer you the best options to replace or repair your property's roof. Expert roofers specializing in composite, metal, tile, TOP, and PVC. Homeowners trust Strata. Residential and commercial, new construction or replacement, located in Lufkin and serving all of East Texas. Efficient, affordable, Strata Roofing and Construction. 936-219-4369.
Well, everyone, the merger is now complete. Two East Texas insurance powers are now one. Morgan Insurance and Bartlett Baggett & Shands Insurance Agency are now just Morgan and Bartlett Baggett & Shands Insurance Agency. You can connect with them at 936-634-7755 or morganins.com. That's morganins.com. You can now get your free auto quotes courtesy of Germania Insurance, serving Lufkin and Nacogdoches in all of East Texas. Let the experts with over 150 years experience take care of you. It's the new East Texas Power. That's Morgan and Bartlett Baggett & Shands Insurance Agency here in Lufkin.
Stafford.
Welcome back here on Lufkin Game Time. Happy to be with you. I'm Chris Simmons, and we're in the bottom of the fourth inning. Hope you and your brackets have had the best of luck. Mine has absolutely not, and that's no surprise because it never does any year possible in our family group. We have about 12 members, and the top 3 are a 10-year-old, a 7-year-old, and the wife of my brother, my sister-in-law, who knows absolutely no difference between seeding in a tournament and a national ranking. So there you go. That's college basketball March Madness for you. Stafford, the leadoff guy for our Panthers, takes the first pitch for a ball from Landon Coburn. Stafford singled his first time up. Takes the fastball up and away as well. Now it's 2-0. So the 2-0 count. Coburn comes inside with the fastball and just above the toes of Stafford there. 3-0 now. So 3 balls, no strikes, 1 out, or no outs, pardon me. That one's taken for a strike. His fastball outer half. Not the ideal pitch there to take a stab at, but find yourself with 3-1. Now you open up your selection a little more. 3-1 driven to center field, but just had a little too much juice on it. Heck of a hit, but
Panthers catcher number 10.
There's Heckman waiting for you in center field.
Grigson.
And we've had a lot of contact. Coburn, a pitcher that will pitch to contact in this one. Quick conversation with Cobb and Coach Cobb and Coach Quick over at first. with nobody on. You always wonder what they might be talking about here, but one down, and Grigson at the plate for us. Grigson, the other Lufkin Panther to have a single. One with Stafford, and the other is Jaden. Counts 1-0 in the pitch. That one's in for a strike. Went changeup. 1-1. Now 1-2 fastball. Coburn's definitely found his rhythm here. Grigson flies that one. The wind is pushing it quite a bit in short right field. Wow, the second baseman, good grief. What coverage does he have? Michael Santiago makes a sliding play in foul territory halfway down the right field line for the out. He beat the right fielder, Cody Jenkins, there. Another notable play for him. Coburn's now set down the last 9 Lufkin Panthers he's faced. Serrano struck out looking his first time up. Takes a swing at the fastball. Came up empty, 0-1 count. Kingwood Park leading 1-0. This 4th inning brought to you by Layered Homes and Floors and More. 0-1 count, change up, grooved in for strike 2. Now it's no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. That one just outside. Serrano won't get rung up again. 1-2. Fouled away by Serrano. Fifth pitch to the at-bat coming to Francisco. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Fastball high, 2-2. That was way high. That was a good sell from the catcher, Evler, but definitely missed upstairs. Now 2-2. That has not been the extended part of the strike zone here. If anything, it's been the outside edge. 2-2. That one's fouled left field line. Will hit the fence and continue to roll. Here comes pitch number 7 of this at bat. 2-2 up and in. Now it counts full, 3-2. Three-two bounces. Serrano draws the walk. Way to battle there for Francisco. Wasn't it bad?
Lindsay.
All right, here we go. And Lindsay coming up, who he had a rip his first time up, but he was a victim of another incredible play by Michael Santiago at second. He's made 2 so far. Two down, runner at first, Serrano at the plate, Lindsay. Curveball. Lifted and fouled. Out of play on the first base line of things. If you want to try to find a gap, I suggest you don't do it anywhere near second base so far. It's been the lesson that we've seen. pick on Serrano at first is not in time. The pitch to Lindsey. It was a called strike. So the count 0-2. We'll see if Serrano takes off here. 0-2. No, he'll stay put. Curveball missed. Another strikeout for Landon Coburn. His third of the game. And we leave a runner stranded at first base. The score 1-0. Kingwood Park leading over our Lufkin Panthers. We'll be right back here on Lufkin Game Time.
Commercial Bank of Texas has been your community bank since 1901, and our dedication to the people we serve is as important today as it was then. Today, CBTX brings you the latest technology, backed by personal customer service and hashtag sealed with a smile. At Commercial Bank of Texas, banking is our business, but helping people succeed is our passion. It's time you experience banking Texas style. Stop by or give us a call today. You'll be glad you did.
For the first day of school, for the last day of work, for the satisfaction of a job well done, for the ideas that change the world, for good times, for not so good times, for her future and hers and his, for serving our customers and connecting communities. We're here with you for good. Austin Bank, with you for good.
And welcome back, Austin Lindsey on the rubber here for Lufkin Panthers here at the top of the fifth inning, brought to you by our friends over at A-Belts Pharmacy. We want to thank all the sponsors here, all the support that we have here on Lufkin Game Time. Without our sponsors, we wouldn't be able to bring you all the coverage across all the sports that we do here for Lufkin baseball, Lufkin softball, Lufkin boys basketball, girls basketball, football, highlight packages, soccer, and everything. They got you covered here with Jam Digital Media. We are top of the fifth. Austin Lindsey going to be working against 8-9-1. Landon Coburn, Nick Slonaker, and Blake Heckman. First pitch taken for a ball. One 1-0 count. And that one fouled out of play. We'll end on the bleachers here on Kingwood Park side. Count now 1-1. Up and in for ball two. Two one. Must have just missed. Now 3-1's the count. That one's in for a strike. Count full at 3-2. Lindsey gonna have to battle here. So far tonight, Lindsey allowed one earned run, surrendered 2 hits. 3-2 hit right back up the middle. That'll be hit number 3 in the game. Coburn gets the leadoff single. And Slonaker coming up. He has a single today. So Lindsey looking to see if we can trust the defense. Camp in the third to defend the bunt. Bunt pulled back, but taken for a strike. Slonaker didn't like the call at the plate, but Camp was anticipating it. We'll see if the bunt's still on here with 1 strike. He'll show it. Let's see if he pulls it back. No, he'll go for it. It's bunted up in the air. Dangerous. Lindsey fields it, throws it over Serrano at first. Wow, Serrano never got back to the bag. This time is going to be called by Coach Cobb. I think Coach Cobb's asking, hey, can you at least just see if the runner was actually in the way of our fielders making the play. If he was inside of his running lane, that's the conversation right now, and he saw that one pretty quick. The home plate umpire going to talk to it with the field umpire, but that's the argument right here, is that the runner on the play. Sloniker was inside in the playing territory, outside of his running lane. It was an interference, so we'll see what the call is here. Call not going to go in favor of Coach Cobb, but now Kingwood Park is threatening once again with runners at first and second, nobody out. When they've got no runners on, it's no outs, and that's when they've got the runners in position. So bunt single for Sloniker. Now the back at the top of the lineup for Kingwood Park. Bunt shown. Corners crashing. Bunted in the air. The backspin will take it out of play. A heads-up play by Grigson behind the plate. So it goes 0-1, and we've seen Kingwood Park, a lot of situations where they've tried to get the bunt down and have failed. Lately, though, last couple of times have been successful. They lead 1-0. But are threatening to do more with one runner in scoring position and the other at first base. Bunt shown again, dropped on the ground. Lindsey fields it, has nowhere to go to at 3. Camp was crashing.
Kingwood Park third baseman number 4, Kevin Rios.
Another conversation about the running lane over here towards first base. There's no play made in the area, but Coach Cobb definitely trying to make them aware of it here. But Camp started to crash over at third base. I don't know all the defensive coverages here and who's supposed to do what, but it seemed like Lindsey obviously wanted to go to 3 to try to get that lead runner, but couldn't. But now bases are loaded, nobody out. Good news for the Panthers is that we're quite capable of doing the same thing back to this Kingwood Park squad as far as attacking with small ball and bunt situations. It just starts with getting runners on base, and we haven't done a lot of that here lately. First pitch from Lindsey, that's called a strike to Kevin Rios, who's 1 for 2 today with a single. Rios also responsible for the 1 run driven in. Oh, 1, called strike. 0-2. Grigson was set up outside. He also did a good job framing it. But now the count 0-2. Curveball. Oh, no. Gets to the legs of Grigson. Runner coming in will score. The breaking ball just got through the pocket of Jaden Grigson. So now Kingwood Park really able to cause some trouble here with runners at second and third, nobody out. That one getting through right past Knight. 1 will score. RBI single for Rios again.
Kingwood Park catcher number 29, Nate Everler.
Sloniker came in and scored off the RBI single from Kevin Rios, his second RBI of the game. The Pack found themselves behind 3-0. It's a first and third situation now, still nobody out at the top of this 5th inning. So far in district play, the biggest deficit that we've seen is a 1-run deficit against Huntsville, where what happened is they got 1 run and we came back and countered it right away. We'd love to see that on the offensive side, but we got to get there first here. So Lindsay ahead of Eveler. She fakes the pick off to third and looks back over to first. Fastball lifted in the infield. Lindsay tracking it, will make the play in very short left field. And we'll run it in. We've got
second baseman number 27, Michael
one down now.
Santiago.
Runners still at the corners, one down. And Santiago, who's 0 for 2, will step up to the box. Step up in the box, up to the plate. Lufkin trailing 3-0. One run in the third and 2 here in the fifth. Runner going to second, a high chopper to Lindsay. Lindsay coming home with it to Grigson. Got the play at the plate. Wow, what a risky play. But the out is gotten. Not sure what the argument would be. Kingwood's coach here talking with home plate umpire. We saw the tag. Oh, wow. So just flat out saying he's not calling the right game, calling the game the right way. So a warning has been issued now to the third base coach here for
Ballpark designated hitter number 15, Aiden Murray.
now Aiden Murray comes up. Lead runner is out. Santiago's at first, Rios at second. And a strike thrown by Lindsay. The Kingwood Park fans none too happy with it, nor the coach. Now, this is kind of what you expected here, folks. This is the fun stuff. A little bit of adversity. Here we go. Coming back from it. Fastball tipped back in the netting. It's 0-2. I'll tell you this way. You're never going to convince the umpire differently. You're not going to sway his opinion or win him back over. 0-2. Chopper hit over to third. Camp off the bounce. Touches third. Out number 3. Kingwood Park putting up 2 runs in the top of the fifth. They lead 3-0. The Pack offense has to get going here in the bottom of the fifth. We'll see if Bowers, Camp, and Hillis can do it just like that. We'll be back here on Lufkin Game Time.
Panther fans, it's game time. Need to make a winning play in the mortgage game? Shane Sepulveda with K&G Capital Mortgage has got your back. Offering VA, conventional, FHA, USDA loans, he's got the play for you. Looking for someone local? Choose Shane. You can text WINNERS to 33655. That's WINNERS to 33655 and make the right move. Your future? That's Shane's focus. Proudly supporting the Lufkin Panthers on Lufkin Game Time. Make your mortgage move with Shane Sepulveda at K&G Capital Mortgage. And MLS number 2143694.
Loving Auto Group is more than a great place to buy and service your vehicle. We're your neighbor, friend, and fully committed to helping the communities we serve.
You'll love the loving way. Loving Auto Group.
Hey, Panther fans, Big Nasty here. Need a short-term loan to cover some unexpected bills or maybe a little extra cash? Give Texan Credit a call today. Loan process that is easy from start to finish, and you will get your money fast. Texan Credit has been helping Texas residents for over 10 years by offering multiple loan options with easy low payment. Located in Lufkin at 509 South Timberland Drive, or look Texan Credit up online, TexanCredit.com. Trust me, if they'll loan me money, they will loan you money. Texan Credit, they say yes.
Number 0, Jack.
All right, welcome back. We had a little conversations happening there in between innings, and the third base coach will no longer be coaching third base for the Kingwood Park Panthers. He's been sent to the bus a little early. Conversation with him and the home plate umpire, and the home plate umpire actually going to hold up the game until the coach actually heads out. So he is now gone, and we are now ready to play some baseball. Bowers, Camp, and Hillis due up for Lufkin. This is kind of the drama of the high intensity. Top two teams in the district facing off against each other. So here, bottom of the fifth. This fifth inning brought to you by Abel's Pharmacy. Bowers, 0 for 1. Takes the first pitch strike from Landon Coburn, who's had an excellent game. Surrendered 2 hits in the first inning and nothing since. He has struck out 3 and only walked 1. Curveball missing low and away, 1-1 count. Curveball jams him inside. It's a short, soft little grounder over to Santiago, first base for the out.
Panthers third baseman number 9, Jace Camp.
And Jace Camp coming up to bat now. So 1 out. And Camp takes a swing at the first pitch he sees, and it's an error made by second. Santiago is human after all. He's made every play here so far tonight, but couldn't read that one off the bounce well.
Center fielder number 6.
Camp reaches on an error.
Hillis.
So here comes Caleb Hillis. Hillis waiting on a curveball as he fouls it down by the Panther dugout. Coburn getting ahead 0-1. The whole confrontation between the umpire behind the plate and the third base coach for the Kingwood Park Panthers was started on the play at the plate, where Lindsey came home with one off a high chopper hit back to him and made the play at home. I thought it was a very close play. It looked like he got him out. You're also looking at somebody wearing purple here on the broadcast, so I understand the the situation there. But it got escalated, I believe, when we heard the words, you got to call the game right. And you question the integrity of the home plate umpire, well, now you've got yourself in a whole different set of trouble, and I guess there was some more conversation happening in the first base dugout in between innings as Landon Coburn was warming up for Kingwood Park. Things just kind of escalated, and then there was a toss, and the Lufkin Panther fans cheered, obviously, and the Kingwood Park fans jeered on the moment. So counts 2-1. Camp's at first. Oh, wow, that was close, but the pickoff ball goes over to the fence. He would have had the pickoff on Camp, who actually took a half step forward before Coburn committed to the plate. It's a sneaky pickoff move, but the throw just went by the first baseman, Kruger. It was thrown behind him as well. So not all on just the first baseman there. Also, pitcher's throw was a little off the mark, but so Camp's at second. Hillis at the plate. What's been a lengthy at bat for only being 3 pitches thrown so far. Hillis with 8 RBI, eyes on the team. Hillis third most on the team. Stafford with 12, Grigson with 10, and Hillis with 8. A spin and look for Coburn. Two balls and a strike. And time taken by Hillis. A bunt by Hillis popped up in the air. Oh, wow, the catcher played it in fair territory. The throw pulled the first baseman off the ground. Kruger had to jump to make the catch. I'm surprised that Evelyn went to make the play. It was on trajectory to spin right back out of play. But sometimes those things you think about them just a half a second too late. A time taken by the pitching coach of Kingwood Park. Former Panther and Blake Ford coming out to have a quick conversation, but Hillis reaches on the bunt single. And Camp still at second. Hillis over at first. While they have the conversation, quick 30-second break here on Lufkin Game Time.
When it comes to repairing your vehicle, you always have a choice. At S&W Expert Collision Repair, we set the standard for excellence with state-of-the-art equipment, leading-edge technology, and over 40 years of industry know-how.
They got us a new car. They got us a new car. They got us a new car.
No, this is your car. We just fixed it correctly.
Thank you so much for our new car.
No, this is your car.
S&W Expert Collision Repair. You just might think you got a new car.
And welcome back. We're here in this bottom of the fifth inning, brought to you by A-Belts Pharmacy. The Panthers threatening to get some runs up on the board. Runners at first and second, one out. And top of the lineup coming up, Cooper Knight. We talked about earlier, I talked about in the top half of the inning, Kingwood Park had a lot of, bunt plays that were successful, advancing runners over, scoring on them, and whatnot. Well, the Panthers are very much capable of doing the same thing. We just had to have runners on. Now we're in that situation. We'll see what happens. A spin to second with no throw, just to keep Camp honest there. Knight, who's 0 for 2 at the plate. He shows bunt, pulls it back. Camp nearly getting back picked at second, but Eveler, the catcher, they're really keeping an eye on Camp. Camp not the quickest here on the Panther squad, but obviously enough to cause some trouble here with forcing a bad pickoff throw, and that one could have been trouble as it bounced off of Camp in his retreat back to second. Time taken by Knight at the plate. So 1-0 is the count. Hillis at first, Camp at second. Nobody holding Camp on. Knight will drop a bunt. Man, the backspin just took it foul. It's an extremely soft bunt that had backspin and brought it back in foul territory. So here we go. Panthers still threatening here. We need some runs. We got to have them. Great opportunity here in the fifth to produce them. And the 1-1. Curveball slapped over to third base, but third base couldn't make the play. It's going to be close over at the bag now for the force. No, Camp is in safely. Left fielder come up to make the play and rocketed one to the third baseman, but that one could have been caught by Rios and just wasn't. Give the hit to Knight on the play with it not being routine whatsoever, but very, very close. Just couldn't make the catch. Haraguchi coming in to bat for Caden Hernandez. Big spot for him. He's came up clutch for us before when we were trailing by Huntsville 1-0. He came in, saw one pitch, and produced an RBI double. This spot has potential to be more as the infield playing in for Kingwood Park with one down, bases loaded, and one out. Let's see what Gucci can do here. Gucci batting 200 in district play. And he takes a curveball in the butt. There you go, whatever it takes, and that's what it was, a hit by pitch, producing the run. First run of the game for the Panthers. Here comes Grant Stafford, the freshman, and so Gucci entered and left the game, but produced a run again just like he did against Huntsville, this time via the hit by pitch. Grant Stafford 1 for 2. Big spot here with bases loaded. This will be his third time seeing Coburn. The score 3-1. Kingwood Park leads Lufkin still in the bottom of the fifth, but the Pack is threatening him with one down. Curveball taken for a strike. Quick conversation between Eveler and Coburn. So here we go, 0-1 count. The pitch. Curveball low. 1-1. So 1-1 count, one down, bases loaded. Hillis at third, Knight at second. Fastball called strike. Wagner's been, the umpire behind the plate has been given about a ball outside for each side of the plate, whenever, opposite side of the batter. One and two. Curveball. Hit off the netting. Remains 1-2. Let's see if Stafford can produce here. A team leading 12 RBIs this season. Setting up away against him. Here we go. And he does a great job just fouling that one up and out of play. Stay alive here on it. Got to anticipate them still working up and away from the batters here. Outside pitch is obviously the hardest, pitch to get around on and do something with. 1-2. Bouncer. But Eveler doing a good job keeping the runner at bay at third base and Hillis. The count moves to 2-2. Time taken by Grant. Infield still in. Big moment. See what we can produce. The 2-2 pitch. Fastball hit on the ground. Foul. Just foul. Just to the right of first base. Nolan Kruger caught it off the second bounce. Maybe third bounce. So we'll continue with the drama here on this 2-2 count. Two balls, two strikes. And the pitch. Change up, fouled out of play, and love to see it. This is the battle. It's the grind, and Stafford's had a lot of great at-bats this season. One more time with this 2-2 count. The pitch. Change up again. Fouled out of place. We're going to have to load the umpire up with baseballs again. Anything hit, any base hit here is going to score 9 as well. He's already halfway to third base. Curveball, there it is. There's the hit. That should tie the game. Yes, it will, with no problem. Can we take the lead? No, but we will make it to third base. Hernandez in safely. It's a 2 RBI double for Grant Stafford and our Lufkin Panthers. Tie ball game here.
Panthers catcher number 10, Jaden Grigson.
The freshman Grant Stafford coming up with runs 2 and 3 for the Pack. So Hernandez, though, still, the Panthers still threatening. We've got Hernandez at third, Stafford at second. We're tied up 3 apiece, and Jaden Grigson at the plate. That's a clutch hit for the Panthers, and that's really been just a small sample of what we've done against adversity so far through this first round of district play. Get down, come back, and answer it. Let's see what Grigson can do here. He takes the slider, outer part of the strike zone. The count's 0-1. Even with 1 strike here, don't be surprised. The speed that we have at third base, always a possibility. We'll see. 0-1. That's hit up the middle. Can it get through? Yes, it will. 1 scores. Here comes Stafford around third. He's headed home. The slide perfect. Grigson in safely. A 2 RBI double, and the Panthers now lead by 2, 5-3.
Panthers first baseman number 15, Francisco Serrano.
Here we go. Farrell coming in to run for Grigson as a courtesy runner. We have a pitching change, and the Panthers now lead 5-3 over the Kingwood Park Panthers. We'll be back in a moment here on Lufkin Game Time.
Stay in the game with the Lufkin Game Time app. From live broadcast and game alerts to exclusive highlights, schedules, and the latest Panther news. Download Lufkin Game Time on the App Store and Google Play. Lufkin Game Time, the home to Lufkin Panther and Lady Panther sports.
This is a Whataburger table tent. An orange and white trophy for your made-to-order burger. It means we cook your meal up fresh. And don't get up, because we'll bring it right to you. So if you're looking to sit down and celebrate the fact that you left it all on the field, we've got your number. Whataburger, just like you like it.
Don't wait till it's too late. Strata Roofing and Construction can inspect and assess your roof. They'll offer you the best options to replace or repair your property's roof. Expert roofers specializing in composite, metal, tile, TOP, and PVC. Homeowners trust Strata. Residential and commercial, new construction or replacement, located in Lufkin and serving all of East Texas. Efficient, affordable, Strata Roofing and Construction. 936-219-4369.
Well, everyone, the merger is now complete. 2 East Texas insurance powers are now one. Morgan Insurance and Bartlett Baggett & Shands Insurance Agency are now just Morgan and Bartlett Baggett & Shands Insurance Agency. You can connect with them at 936-634-7755 or morganins.com. That's morganins.com. You can now get your free auto quotes courtesy of Germany Insurance. Serving Lufkin and Nacogdoches in all of East Texas. Let the experts with over over 150 years experience take care of you. It's the new East Texas Power. That's Morgan and Bartlett Baggett and Shands Insurance Agency here in Lufkin.
Welcome back here. The score 5-3. Lufkin leading over Kingwood Park in the bottom of the fifth inning. This fifth inning brought to you by Abel's Pharmacy. Landon Coburn checks out of the game, having gone 4 1/3 innings. Gave up 5 runs, all 5 earned. Is responsible for the runner at second base. The runner at second base is Rocco Farrell, running in place of Jaden Grigson. So Coburn 4 1/3, 5 earned runs, 5 hits, 3 strikeouts, 1 walk, and 1 hit by pitch. The new pitcher, number 2, Tyler Brown. Fastball anywhere from 78 to 80 miles an hour. Has some good bite to his breaking ball as well. Serrano coming up to bat, who struck out looking and has a walk in the 4th inning. Will be the first batter for Brown to face, who is working with the runner at second. So Brown coming to the stretch. Runner going to third. Farrell got a late break. Late break and went for the steal. Out at third base. Great throw from Eveler, but not a good break from Rocco there at second base. So now it's 2 down, nobody on. Foul ball tipped straight back on the first pitch. The count's 0-1. So 0-1, the Panthers have had one just strong inning here. In the bottom of the 5th, 1 run was put up. 2 runs were put up by Kingwood Park in the top of the 5th. But now Lufkin has answered with 5 of their own here in the bottom half of the inning. And lots to talk about throughout this one here, the last couple innings. So the count's 1-1. The pitch. Curveball swing and a miss by Serrano. The ball, 2 strikes. One, 2 with 2 down. Curveball, no, going to miss outside. 2-2. Lindsey on deck for us. Light drizzle happening out there. Wow, late decision by Serrano. He was looking breaking ball, looking something off speed. Went down with a late hack, just trying to foul it off, but couldn't do it. So Brown comes in, does the job, gets a runner on the steal from second to third, and then gets a strikeout as we move on to the 6th inning. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about that last half inning. A lot happened in it. We'll be back in a moment here on Lufkin Game Time.
Commercial Bank of Texas has been your community bank since 1901, and our dedication to the people we serve is as important today as it was then. Today, CBTX brings you the latest technology, backed by personal customer service and #sealed with a smile. At Commercial Bank of Texas, banking is our business, but helping people succeed is our passion. It's time you experience banking Texas style. Stop by or give us a call today. You'll be glad you did.
For the first day of school, for the last day of work, for the satisfaction of a job well done, for the ideas that change the world, for good times, for not so good times, for her future and hers and his, for serving our customers and connecting communities. We're here with you for good. Austin Bank, with you for good.
Panthers are bringing in the fireman here for us. Cooper Knight coming into pitch. 5 innings thrown by Austin Lindsay. Excellent job by him. He'll go to second base. Stafford in left. Pardon me, Stafford's going to short. Stafford's at short. Hernandez in left. And Lindsay at second base.
Now batting for the Kingwood Park Panthers.
Lindsay, 5 innings pitched, 3 earned runs. Strikeout-wise, he had 2 of them tonight. Did give up 6 hits and walked 1 and hit 2 hit by pitch. A solid performance by him, and really the tides turned on the play that Lindsay made on the mound defensively. Coming home with the ball, there was a high chopper, threw it home. Grigson made the tag. Umpire caught him out at the plate, and I tend to agree with him there, but at that point is when the first argument happened from Kingwood Park, and the sidearmer Knight delivers a first pitch strike to Jackson Lindsay. At that play at the plate, the head coach, Chris Buchner, with the Kingwood Park Panthers, started to argue it and got a little contested there with home plate umpire. Conversation escalated a little bit there, but then after the third out was gotten, Buchner had some more to say and got himself tossed, and really the momentum of just one situation like that. The Panthers here at your home field, you look for something like that. Fastball taken for a strike, 1 and 2 now. But at your home field, you see something like that happen, that can kind of turn things, and that's what we did. We rallied and we answered. Gucci came in, got a hit by pitch that produced a run with bases loaded. 1-2 up the middle, and that's a single. Good piece of hitting by Lindsay. Could not do much with that pitch, but did what he could, drove it up the middle. First batter reaches safely for Kingwood Park Panthers. Here comes Nolan Kruger now. Noguchi with a hit by pitch produced a run. A 2 RBI double by Stafford. Produced runs 2 and 3 to tie the game. And then Grigson, the cherry on top, runs 4 and 5 with another 2 RBI double. Cooper Knight comes into this one. A 2.06 ERA, 2 and 2 on the season. 16 2/3 innings pitched with 9 strikeouts and a opponent batting average of 125. The sidearmer delivers a fastball a little too far outside. 1-0 to the 7-hole hitter in Kruger. Panthers have 5 hits on the night. Kingwood Park with 6. 1-0 now, 1-1. The ball and a strike. Fastball in is fouled at first base line. So now it's at 1-2. Nobody out, runner at first. Still a soft drizzle continues to come down here. High chopper up the middle, going to get through. Stafford, no play on the lead runner, but will go to first for 1 out. Great decision by the now shortstop to not panic when the lead runner got by him, instead finished through and got the out over at first for out number 1.
Number 2, Tyler Brown.
Tyler Brown coming into bat now, and for the new pitcher for the Kingwood Park Panthers in place of the starter Landon Coburn. Runner at second base. Brown, a left-handed batter, a right-hand pitcher. And Knight delivers a fastball that gets tipped back for strike 1. The 6th inning brought to you by Security and Guarantee. Need some security here in the 6th. Lock them down and get on to that 7th. Maybe produce a couple runs, then move on to the 7th. We'll take that as well. Foul ball back again, 0-2. Oh, 2. 0-2-1 down, runner at second. Stafford is very soft hold, not even on the bag, just kind of towing with the runner at second. Time called at the plate. Oh, 2 on the ground. Camp makes a diving catch. Knocks it down. Can he make the throw to first in time? No, but heck of an effort by Jace Camp at third base. Glove came off. He picked it up out of his glove, rocketed over to first base. Serrano came off. Saw the throw was a little bit to the right of first base to field it. Kept the ball in front, knocked it down with his chest, and runners now at first and second. Infield single on a rocket hit by Tyler Brown. Camp made all the effort he could in the world, but really now with a runner at first, no harm done. You just created the force at third, second, or first. 9-hole, Nick Sloniker coming up. Courtesy runner going to come in for the pitcher. Courtesy runner will be number 7, Cole Webb. Sloniker's 2 for 2, a single and a bunt single. Serrano coming in at first to anticipate it. It's exactly what, this is exactly what we kind of thought this game was going to look like. Team that comes up and makes the most plays, obviously in any game is going to produce the win, but Kingwood Park trying to really execute well with bunting and small ball. Panthers getting it done with 2 RBI doubles. Fastball tipped towards the third base coach for Kingwood Park. Ball and a strike. Tonight we're hoping to get 2 innings out of him here. Pickoff move, inside move for Knight. Keeps him honest, and maybe now we'll see the pitch here. There's 1-1 count. Or fakes the steal, but stays put. 1-2. The angle at which Knight delivers here makes it so difficult for right-hand batters to be able to see it. Ball looks like it's coming right at you, so if you jam him inside, it's going to peg you right up until it isn't. The 1-2. That one's left a little too much out over the middle of the plate. Stafford, no play on the bag. Trying to dive back and make the play over at third, but he won't be able to in time. Stafford was covering a ton of ground. From deep in the pocket, holding the runner at second, came across the diamond. Did not have the throw over to first, so another infield single, 2 of those in a row. Now for Kingwood Park, and they are threatening again. You knew this team wouldn't go away. Both teams resilient. Coach Kaminsky coming out to have a quick conversation. We'll cut for a quick break while he does that. The score 5-3. Lufkin leading over Kingwood Park here in the top of the 6th inning on Lufkin Game Time.
Panther fans, it's game time. Need to make a winning play in the mortgage game? Shane Sepulveda with K&G Capital Mortgage has got your back. Offering VA, conventional, FHA, USDA loans, he's got the play for you. Looking for someone local? Choose Shane. You can text WINNERS to 33655. That's WINNERS to 33655 and make the right move. Your future? That's Shane's focus. Proudly supporting the Lufkin Panthers on Lufkin Game Time. Make your mortgage move with Shane Sepulveda at K&G Capital Mortgage. And MLS number 2143694.
Welcome back. We got this way here with a 5-3 score, with Kingwood Park putting up 1 run in the top of the 3rd, an RBI single hit by Kevin Rios. The score was 1-0 for a little while. Then the top of the 5th, Kingwood Park added 2 more runs, made it 3-0. We went to the bottom of the 5th, trailing by 3 runs, and then the Panthers came out with 5 runs of their own, really just chipping away, reaching on error, bunt single. a single, then a hit by pitch produced our first run. Haraguchi got pegged, but now Cooper Knight trying to preserve the lead here with bases loaded, delivers the first pitch ball to the leadoff batter, Blake Heckman. So Gucci with the hit by pitch producing a run, and then Stafford a 2 RBI double and Grigson a 2 RBI double. We now lead 5-3, but that is in question. Possibly here. Lindsey takes the ball off the bounce over to second for one. Stafford won't be able to turn. He fakes the throw to first, trying to get the lead runner at third to bounce off and think about going home. Won't be able to do so. 1 run scores for Kingwood Park.
Kevin Rios.
So Sloniker out at second base. Heckman reaches on the fielder's choice. Runners at the corners now with 2 down. Score 5-4. Lufkin still leading. It's a first time for everything, and I think what I just witnessed was a warning to stop blowing bubbles over in the Kingwood Park dugout. I saw bubbles out on the field, and now that was the conversation a second ago. Interesting. So the count's 1-0. Rios has produced 2 runs for Kingwood Park. He's been dangerous. He's came through really clutch for him. Comes up empty on that big swing. Counts 1-1. This Knight wants to look back to runner at third and then check over to first as well. So Webb at third, Heckman at first. Knight bringing a slider that pegs Rios in the back. So bases loaded once again with 2 outs. What a game.
Kingwood Park catcher number 29, Nate Evler.
Evler coming up, batting in the 3 spot. He's 0 for 3 tonight. Fly out to left, a strikeout. Flew out to the shortstop as well. So 2 down, bases loaded. Fastball missing away. .0 is rocketed over to the fence, past the Panther dugout. 1-1 count. Top of the 6th. Lindsey went 5 innings for the Panthers. Knight now in relief. Oh, that one just missed up. 2-1 count. Two-1 foul back into the netting. We're 1 strike away of working out of a jam here. Tying run for Kingwood Park at third base. Go ahead run at second. Time at the plate. The sophomore wanting a quick breather before working against Knight here. 2-2 changeup, hit up the middle. Hits off the glove of Lindsey. 2 runs scored so far. Kingwood Park takes the lead off a pesky single that went right up the middle. Just got by. It's not much we could do with it.
Kingwood Park second baseman number 27, Michael Santiago.
Heads up running two for Eveler in that situation. Being able to get to second on the play. So Kingwood Park back ahead by 1, 6-5. Knight working with runners at second and third now. Talk about two teams that are just battling it out here. If you've watched any Lufkin baseball this season in person here on the stream, you know that we are prone for the close game. I'll get you a stat before next Tuesday on the broadcast of how many one-run games that we have had, because I promise you it's a lot. 1 to 2 run games, they've been close. First pitch missing low from Cooper, working against Michael Santiago. And that one comes in and pegs him. Bases loaded again.
Kingwood Park designated hitter number 15, Aiden Murray.
Coach Cobb coming out to have a conversation with the team here on the mound. We'll see if a change is happening or was just a conversation. 2 down. Quick break here on Lufkin Game Time. Lufkin trailing by 1, 6-5 against Kingwood Park.
Loving Auto Group is more than a great place to buy and service your vehicle. We're your neighbor, friend, and fully committed to helping the communities we serve.
You'll love the loving way. Loving Auto Group.
All right, here we are. 6th inning. Bases are loaded. Aiden Murray coming up. One of the best hitters in the state last week. Best performances, but we need our man Cooper Knight to get us one right here. Kingwood Park leads by 1. We're trying to limit it to be just that. The drizzle continues to fall here at the ballpark. The wind-up, Knight delivers. Fastball went up and challenged him. Couldn't get there. Did Murray. Murray 0 for 2 with a walk so far in the game. Knight ahead 0-1. Now delivers again. That one's in for a strike as well. He went high, he went low. 0-2 count. Oh-2 pitch. Challenge him inside. Just tipped. So the count remains 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. Here comes Knight again. That one came in and pegged him. Again. Talk about an answer. Kingwood Park is now batted around.
Kingwood Park left fielder number 24, Jackson Lindsay.
So back at the leadoff batter from this inning, Jackson Lindsay. He singled off of Cooper Knight. That one misses well away. Knight has pegged 3 out of the last 4 batters that he's faced here. Lindsey just coming to talk to him real quick and say, hey, bud, you got this. No worries, no stress. You got it. Get it done. Trust your defense. We got you taken care of. Well, 1-0. And that one pegs him as well. Run number 8 coming across for Kingwood Park, and we have a pitching change now. The score 8-5. We'll be back in a moment on Lufkin Game Time.
Hey, Panther fans, Big Nasty here. Need a short-term loan to cover some unexpected bills or maybe a little extra cash? Give Texan Credit a call today. Loan process that is easy from start to finish, and you will get your money fast. Texan Credit has been helping Texas residents for over 10 years by offering multiple loan options with easy low payment. Located in Lufkin at 509 South Timberland Drive, or look Texan Credit up online, TexanCredit.com. Trust me, if they'll loan me money, they will loan you money. Texan Credit, they say yes.
Panther fans, craving a game time snack? Head to Taco Casa, the official taco destination for Lufkin Game Time. Dive into a crunchy taco, indulge in a super burrito, or satisfy your taste buds with nachos or a chili burger. Serving Lufkin and Nacogdoches with excellence. Taco Casa, where it's always real fresh, real food, and real good. Taco Casa, proudly supporting our Panthers on Lufkin Game Time.
This is a Whataburger table tent. An orange and white trophy for your made-to-order burger. It means we cook your meal up fresh. And don't get up, because we'll bring it right to you. So if you're looking to sit down and celebrate the fact that you left it all on the field, we've got your number. Whataburger, just like you like it.
Welcome back here. Cooper Knight going 2/3 of an inning. Now in relief of him is Grant Stafford. Stafford, the freshman, a 0.00 ERA this season, 1 win, 1 loss. 6 2/3 innings pitched. And he has 3 strikeouts in those 6 2/3. He inherits a hairy situation here with bases loaded. Knight back to shortstop. Lindsey at second. And Nolan Kruger up to bat for the Kingwood Park Panthers. They now lead 8-5. They now lead 8-5 over our Lufkin Panthers. So we put up a 5 spot in the bottom of the 5th, and Kingwood Park has answered the 5 spot of their own here in the top of the 6th. Stafford, first pitch, foul ball straight back to get ahead 0-1. And for Knight, that's tough. You know, as a pitcher, release point's always important, but when you're a sidearm pitcher, even more important, especially against right-handed batters. Now just something that got a little bit shaky there. Stafford missing inside. Stafford doesn't overpower you with velocity. I mean, he throws decently hard. I don't see the radar gun here for this one. Can't see it from my vantage point, but he's a solid strike thrower. We saw him 1 inning of relief last game against Dayton. 1 inning, 2 strikeouts, 0 walks, 0 hits, 0 runs. We need that kind of stat line right here over the course of 1 2/3 innings. Stafford delivers a fly ball hit in the air, left field. Hernandez charging in. He will make the catch. All right, we get out of it. We're down 3. 5 runs put up by Kingwood Park. We got to answer now. This team has answered all district long. We got to continue it again here, moving to the bottom of the 6th. We'll be right back here on Lufkin Game Time.
Don't wait till it's too late. Strata Roofing and Construction can inspect and assess your roof. They'll offer you the best options to replace or repair your property's roof. Expert roofers specializing in composite, metal, tile, TOP, and PVC. Homeowners trust Strata. Residential and commercial, new construction or replacement, located in Lufkin and serving all of East Texas. Efficient, affordable, Strata Roofing and Construction. 936-219-4369.
Well, everyone, the merger is now complete. Two East Texas insurance powers are now one. Morgan Insurance and Bartlett Baggett & Shands Insurance Agency are now just Morgan and Bartlett Baggett & Shands Insurance Agency. You can connect with them at 936-634-7755 or morganins.com. That's morganins.com. You can now get your free auto quotes courtesy of Germania Insurance. Serving Lufkin and Nacogdoches in all of East Texas. Let the experts with over 150 years experience take care of you. It's the new East Texas Power. That's Morgan and Bartlett Baggett & Shands Insurance Agency here in Lufkin.
Welcome back here. We're in the bottom of the sixth inning. The sixth inning brought to you by Security and Guarantee. The score is 8-5. It's been a back-and-forth game. Kingwood Park entered the top of the sixth, trailing 5-3. They put up 5 runs in the sixth, and tough outing for Cooper Knight. The thing I love about him, though, is that he's a fighter. He's a warrior. He's in a battle. He's going to come back up to the plate, and he's going to try to make it back up if anything that he can do here. You know, Knight's final line, 2/3 of an inning, 5 earned runs, 4 hits allowed, 0 strikeouts, and 4 hit by pitch. And also, not to mention the drizzle that's happening out here, too, is not making any easier to control your grip on the baseball. Lindsey batting. Austin Lindsey, Jack Bowers, and Jace Kemp up for Lufkin this half inning. Time to battle and time to rally once again. A little confusion here between Tyler Brown and Nate Eveler of Kingwood Park. So meeting at the mound is done, and see what Austin can produce here. At the plate, Austin 0 for 2 here tonight. Kind of got robbed of a hit by an incredible play by the second baseman, Michael Santiago, in the second inning. He takes the first pitch strike from Brown. On the mound, he had a solid effort as well. Brown taking forever to get the sign, finally does. 0-1 now delivers a fastball that's fouled out of play down the right field line. 0-2. Lindsey at the mound went 5 innings, allowed 3 earned runs, 6 hit, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, and 2 hit by pitch. So Panther pitchers have surrendered 6 hit by pitch in this game. You hope the next matchup doesn't become like a game of dodgeball. But with baseball, you never know. 0-2. Just outside. 1-2. One-two curveball. Hit one, bounce to the shortstop. It ricochets off his glove. His throw then goes awry over to the dugout of Kingwood Park. Not in the dugout. It bounces off the netting right in front of the dugout. And so Lindsey reaches on error. We'll take it, and that ball obviously slick after hitting the turf one time, but once it hit the shortstop's gloves, Sloniker hit it for the second time. That's when it has to be difficult here to make that play. So the throw obviously going high, and here comes Jack Bowers now. Lindsey at first, Bauer to the plate. Bouncer thrown by Brown. Counts 1-0 for Jack. That one's fouled back, 1-1. Gonna be going through a lot of baseballs here, trying to keep them dry. It's been a consistent drizzle going on here. The hoodies on, umbrellas open. Here in the stands, 1-1 count. Lindsey staying put at first. A curveball for strike 2. One, two, bounces, gets by the catcher. Lindsey will advance to second. The catcher has no idea where it's at. Lindsey easily at second. Didn't really have much of a shot to get over to third base on that, but as a catcher, you got to have help from teammates saying, hey, where's it at, where's it at? Because once that first glance and you don't see it, there is an instant panic that kind of comes inside you. But now Bowers finds himself with a 2-2 count. You'll see the rotation of baseball has happened a lot here. It's like the third time we've seen it here just in the last couple pitches. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Runner in scoring position for Lufkin at second base, and that's Austin Lindsey there. Bowers, who's 0 for 2. Chance to produce here. Anything that moves the runner over is successful. Curveball. No, sir. Outside. The count now full. Kingwood Park fans not too happy with the last ball called. Here's the pitch. That one misses low. Walk drawn by Bowers.
Panthers third baseman number 9, Jace Camp.
Jace Camp. Big spot for him here. 5 RBI on the season. We'd love to see number 6. Really love to see number 7 come across as well, but reaching base safely, getting on, forcing a bases loaded situation with nobody out would be even better for right now. Or just as good. I wouldn't say even better, but at least just as good. All right. First and second for us. This is where it gets fun. Nobody out. Everything in play right now. Bunt shown, pulled back as the fastball was low. First baseman crashed again. The ideal situation right here, as long as you don't do it too hard, is if you can drop this bunt, get it down the third base line, make it the pitcher have to try to make a play, which would be very difficult. Or best situation, the third baseman has to crash, and your first baseman's crashing too, so nobody's there to cover the bag. I mean, second might cover, we'll see. But we'll see what Camp can do here. He shows bunt. Oh, no, but that's the worst. Talked about the best. We didn't talk about the worst. A bunt popped up to the catcher. Fortunately, the runners saw it off the bat.
Panthers center fielder number 6, Caleb.
So runners will stay put. So now same situation except with 1 out for Caleb Hillis. Hillis has got a hit in all 5 district games so far. The bunt single back in the 5th inning. Runners at first and second. Knight on deck. Fastball, strike 1. In the bottom of the 6th inning. Needs something here. Curveball, wow, strike two. The gutsy pitch from Brown. So Hillis taking his time in between pitches here, and as Brown just going to kind of look back at the shortstop, looking for cues again. The shortstop, Sloniker, letting the pitcher know about bad coverage here with Lindsey at second. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners first and second for Lufkin. What an opportunity for Hillis, who 444 batter in district. He'll show bunt with 2 strikes here. Obviously the show and slash. That one way outside. What a stop by Eveler. Kind of lost his footing making the grab as well, but that just saved runners from being at second and third. Knight, who's 1 for 3, is on deck. Represents the top of the lineup as well. One, two. Curveball. That one's hit hard by Hillis. High in the air, deep, left field. It's gone! It's gone! A 3-run home run! Caleb Hillis has tied the game! The wind is dead at the right point. A 3-run bomb off a hanging curveball from Brown. And Caleb Hillis has tied the game.
Now batting for the Panthers, shortstop number 16.
Wow.
Knight.
What a swing. What a moment. First home run of the season for Hillis. Second on the year for the Panthers. The only other one hit by Grant Stafford, the freshman. And here's Cooper Knight coming up, and we're back in a brand new ball game once again, tied 8-8. First pitch called ball. (1-0) foul ball. 1-1 now. We're back at the top of this lineup, and Panthers would love to get the lead and set us up for Stafford to come in and get 3 outs real quick and finish it off. We'll see what happens, though. 1-1 count. Knight, hard hit over to third. Third baseman, though, dropped the liner. Rios gathers it back, though, able to make up for it and get out number 2.
Panthers left fielder number 2, Caden Hernandez.
We told you earlier on in the game how the wind was blowing just straight in. Now it seemingly has it has definitely relaxed quite a bit from what it was doing. But Hillis with a shot to left field to get this game tied up. Quite incredible for Lufkin here. Back up for us is Caden Hernandez. Hernandez 0 for 2. Breaking ball bounces in the left-hand batter's box behind the catcher, Eveler. The count's 1-0. 1-0 bouncer, 2-0 now. Stafford on deck, Grigson in the hole. Exactly who you want up at the right time. If we can get Hernandez on base. (2-0). Now 2-1. The fastball taken. That's a big cut from Caden. I love it, though. It's a great pitch to take a good cut at. Now finds himself with his 2-2 count. What a game. Back and forth these teams have battled. Two is way outside. That's not even close. That's not even close. that was 12 inches outside. Good frame job from the catcher, Eveler, but even he knew he wasn't arguing too much on that one. And Hernandez pops it up. Santiago sizing this one up. He'll make the play. And we're tied once again thanks to the efforts of Caleb Hillis. Austin Lindsay reached on an air. Bowers reached on a walk. And Caleb Hillis said, hey, you know what? I got you guys. Let's do this thing. With a 3-run homer, we move on to the 7th inning. The 6th inning was brought to you by Security and Guarantee. We move on to the 7th in a moment here on Lufkin Game Time.
For the first day of school, for the last day of work, for the satisfaction of a job well done, for the ideas that change the world, for good times, for not so good times, for her future and hers and his, for serving our customers and connecting communities. We're here with you for good. Austin Bank, with you for good.
When it comes to repairing your vehicle, you always have a choice. At S&W Expert Collision Repair, we set the standard for excellence with state-of-the-art equipment, leading-edge technology, and over 40 years of industry know-how.
They got us a new car. They got us a new car. They got us a new car.
No, this is your car. We just fixed it correctly.
Thank you so much for our new car.
No, this is your car.
S&W Expert Collision Repair. You just might think you got a new car.
Loving Auto Group is more than a great place to buy and service your vehicle. We're your neighbor, friend, and fully committed to helping the communities we serve.
You'll love the loving way. Loving Auto Group. Pitcher number 2.
All right. Here we go. An all-decisive inning number 7. 7th inning brought to you by CC Smokehouse. Caleb Hillis, the man of the hour for the Panthers right now. But I'll tell you what, that was crazy. That was an impressive effort. But this whole game has been back and forth, just a roller coaster. Both teams battling. Absolutely love the effort by both teams here. Grant Stafford on the mound for the Panthers here in the 7th. Falls behind 2-0. Ground ball hit over to Knight at short, charging in, making the play over to first in time for the out.
Kingwood Park shortstop number 14, Nick Schonecker.
Nick Sloneker up now. It was 8, 9, and 1 due up. That was the 8-hole hitter now. Sloneker up, who is 3 for 3 tonight. All 3 singles, one of those being a bunt. He drops another bunt there. Stafford trying to make the throw to first, but the throw wild. Sloneker not going to be able to advance to second.
Kingwood Park center fielder number 8, Blake Heckman.
Just as I could say that he dropped a bunt, he dropped another one there, and Camp was decently back at third. No real shot for him to try to make the play, so Stafford tried to do it. Slonaker now 4 for 4. Here's Heckman. Bunt again. This time Grant will make the play. Can the throw to first be? No, he's off the bag. The throw from Stafford to Serrano pulled Serrano off the bag. Back-to-back bunts.
Kingwood Park's third baseman, number 4.
Kingwood Park staying true to their identity here is what they've been attempting to do all game and doing really well here since the fifth inning on, is getting the bunts down. Kevin Rios up. Rios 2 for 3 with a hit by pitch. First pitch ball. Runners at first and second, one out. Fastball away, ball 2. So the 2-0 count. That one bounces in, 3-0. Big spot for Stafford here. You don't ever assume you can get me over a fastball, but if I'm Kingwood Park, I'm taking all the way here. 3-0, strike. 3-1. Way outside though. Ball 4. Bases are now loaded. If you're just tuning in, we're in an 8-8 ball game. 3-hole Nate Eveler coming up for Kingwood Park Panthers. Been a wild ride. Panthers got 5 innings out of Austin Lindsay. Gave up 3 earned runs. Knight came in, had 2/3 of an innings pitched. Gave up 5 earned runs. Stafford, though, here. And finds himself in a little bit of a bind with bases loaded and only 1 out. Let's see what happens here. Left-handed batter in Eveler coming up, who's 1 for 4. He had a 2 RBI double on that one hit that he got. Fastball called strike. Oh, 1. 0-2. Time taken at the plate. Oh, 2 pitch, that's outside. A little up as well, so 1-2 now. That one's low, 2-2. you're new to the broadcast, new to Lufkin Panther baseball this season, this is high-pressure moment. If you're older, the broadcast has been around, it's still a high-pressure moment, but you know that a lot of games have been just like this. But this one, a lot of stakes on the line for how important this game is for our Panthers. 2-2. Got him looking. The strikeout brought to you by our friends at CHI St. Luke's Health Memorial. So now bases loaded, but a 2-out situation. We are 1 out away from getting out of a jam and getting a chance to bat and take the lead on this one. We need 1 out here from you, Grant. First pitch swinging up in the air, short center. Hillis charging in. Wow. Him and Rasmussen almost had a collision, but Hillis able to make the catch and get out number 3. We move on to the bottom of the 7th. This 7th inning brought to you by CC Smokehouse. We're tied up at 8 apiece. It's Stafford, Grigson, Serrano up for our Lufkin Panthers here on Lufkin Game Time.
Panther fans, it's game time. Need to make a winning play in the mortgage game? Shane Sepulveda with K&G Capital Mortgage has got your back. Offering VA, conventional, FHA, USDA loans, he's got the play for you. Looking for someone local? Choose Shane. You can text WINNERS to 33655. That's WINNERS to 33655 and make the right move. Your future? That's Shane's focus. Proudly supporting the Lufkin Panthers on Lufkin Game Time. Make your mortgage move with Shane Sepulveda at K&G Capital Mortgage. And MLS number 2143694.
Loving Auto Group is more than a great place to buy and service your vehicle. We're your neighbor, friend, and fully committed to helping the communities we serve.
You'll love the loving way. Loving Auto Group.
Hey, Panther fans, Big Nasty here. Need a short-term loan to cover some unexpected bills or maybe a little extra cash? Give Texan Credit a call today. Loan process that is easy from start to finish, and you will get your money fast. Texan Credit has been helping Texas residents for over 10 years by offering multiple loan options with easy low payment. Located in Lufkin at 509 South Timberland Drive, or look Texan Credit up online, TexanCredit.com. Trust me, if they'll loan me money, they will loan you money. Texan Credit, they say yes.
Number 5, Grant Stafford.
All right, everybody, welcome in. We're here on Lufkin Game Time. 7th inning headed your way. 7th inning brought to you by CC Smokehouse, and what a inning it could be for us. 8 runs for each team so far. It's been back and forth. It's been get ahead, get behind, work your way back. And the Panthers now with the chance here. 3, 4, and 5, Grant Stafford, Jaden Grigson, Francisco Serrano. Stafford on the mound just worked himself out of a jam, got bases loaded and able to come out of it with a strikeout looking and a fly out to center. At the plate now, takes the first pitch for a strike. Counts 0-1 to Stafford. Hits one hard over the shortstop. Sloniker, the throw to first. It's dropped by the first baseman. The throw was low, and listen, anything put on the turf right now is going to make that ball extremely slick and make the throw hard to make. So Sloniker missed with his throw over to first, but you'd love to see Kruger be able to dig that one out. Wasn't able to do so. Stafford hustling all the way, though, and getting over to first base safely on the E3. Third error of the game for Kingwood Park Panthers. That'll bring up Jaden Grigson after a quick conversation for Kingwood Park here. So in the first inning for Kingwood Park, they were able to score off an RBI single hit by Kevin Rios. They were up 1-0. They move on to the 5th. They put up 2 more runs. What happened? A pass ball allowed Coburn to score, and then another RBI single by Rios produced the 3rd run for them. Panthers are down now 3-0. We get to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Haraguchi comes up. In a bases-loaded situation, he came in to pinch hit. He got pegged, produced 1 run. Then Stafford came up, a 2 RBI double, produced 2nd and 3rd run. Then Grigson right after then, because we had bases loaded. We keep moving them around. Grigson produced a 2 RBI double. We're up now 5-3. We move to the 6th. Well, then, man, it was just tough because what happened is Hegman produced a run off a fielder's choice. Then we had a 2 RBI double. Kingwood Park did that. Eveler scored runs 5 and 6. Then back-to-back hit by pitches to Murray and Lindsay produced runs 7 and 8 for Kingwood Park. They led 8-5, moving on to the bottom of the 6th. Then we come up. Austin Lindsay reaches on an error. Jack Bowers reaches on a walk. Jace Camp tried to get a bunt down but popped out. And Hillis, the 9-hole, came up for us. He came up. 3-run shot just like that. Tied the ball game up. I mean, no doubter over the left field fence, and now we're here tied up. No runs in the top of the 7th. We're hoping just for at least 1 run here for Lufkin in the bottom of the 7th to get our 5th district win and sweep through the district the first time through. Grigson. Hillis was on my mind. Grigson at the plate, though. Grigson trying to drop a bunt here to advance the runner over. He pushed it over towards first. Third base, Rios is crashing in, so tried to push it down first base line. We'll see. No balls, 1 strike. Tied at 8 apiece, and time taken by Brown again. He'll step off the rubber, then re-engage now. Stafford reached on an error here in the first at bat. Fastball missing low and away. 1-1 count. Stafford hit a soft grounder over to shortstop. Sloniker's throw, though, was low and couldn't be dug out by Kruger, even though it was a ball you anticipate that normally in normal situations the drizzle wasn't happening. 1-1 bunt for Grigson. Beautiful down the first base line. They'll toss it over to first for the out, but we do advance the runner, Stafford. Sack bunt successful by Jaden. Absolutely fitting that's what moves the runner into scoring position because that's what's been the story of the game for Kingwood Park. They've been able to execute small ball really, really well. And I wouldn't be shocked to see another bunt here, even with an out. We'll see. Stafford's at second. Serrano's at the plate. And Austin Lindsay on deck. Serrano 0 for 2 with a walk. Curveball missing up. Ball 1. 2 strikeouts for Francisco in this one. One-0. That one way outside. 2-0. Counts 2-0. Stafford's at second. Serrano's at the plate. A winning run at second base. Curveball. Upstairs. 3-0. You get your pitch, you got to rip it. But if it's not, you lay off and wait to see something else. We'll go ahead and they will go ahead and intentionally walk Serrano. To do that, create the 4 situation. Here's Austin Lindsay. Lindsay 0 for 3 on the day. Did reach on an error, though, in the 6th inning. Error from the shortstop. Off a soft liner, soft grounder that Sloniker couldn't make the play with. So, Runners at first and second. The runner that matters for us is that runner at second base. He is the winning run. First pitch to Lindsey, called strike. Fastball. Inside edge. Tyler Brown came in relief of Landon Coburn in the 5th inning. Been pitching ever since. Curveball waited on by Lindsey, but fouled it back over towards the Kingwood Park dugout. 0-2 is the count. Needs something put in play here, something to advance us. Jack Bowers on deck for Lufkin. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 down. Curveball well outside, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. The tension in the air, you can feel it. The drizzle has stopped here. One and two. That one missed low, 2-2. Need to get out in front of something. And then we got to do here is put the ball in play and see what happens. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. The pitch to Lindsey. That one's fouled. Would have won the game had it been about 20 feet left. Instead, it's fouled. Right field line, out of play. Man, oh man. What a game, everybody. 2 hours, 45 minutes into it. Still yet to be decided. The top 2 teams in the district. This is such an important game. The last round of district for last 2 games of district will be these 2 teams as well. If you can get a game 1 win, that just sets you up so much better. 2-2. Curveball. Pop fly in the infield. First baseman Kruger makes the play for the second out.
Jack Bowers.
And here's Jack Bowers. Bowers, then Camp, and then Hillis. It's not going to get to Hillis this half inning, though. I can promise you that. It'll either be in the next inning or the ball game will be over and we will have won it by that point. Two runners on, Bowers at the plate. Curveball. Missed high. 1-0 count. Stafford at second for the Panthers. Fouled back into the netting. 1-1 count. Bowers, 6 RBI this season. 226 average, 250 on base. In district, though, average looking pretty good at 333 average. 2 RBIs in district play. Foul ball. The drama continues. The tension builds. Eveler coming out to talk to Brown real quick. Panthers schedule. Next game is actually tomorrow at noon at Longview. A non-district matchup with the Lobos. And then Tuesday we're back here at home. The game against Nacogdoches. Then Thursday we are on the road at NAC. Nacogdoches is our first matchup of district play. Following NAC, it'll be Huntsville, then Porter. But once we get to Porter, that'll be 2 games at Porter, 2 games at Dayton, so 4 straight lengthy road trips. Lengthy's all relative, but I mean still it's a pretty good trip 4 times in a row. And then these 2 teams will match up again. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. So 2-2. Bowers, chance to be the hero here. If we can keep it alive. Curveball lifted high in the air, right field. Will it get down? No, it won't. Cody Jenkins. He had to jump on it right off the bat and did just that. Makes the catch, crossing over to the warning track. And we're moving on to extra innings. Will this game go any different? We're tied up 8-8, headed to the 8th inning. We'll be back right here on Lufkin Game Time.
This is a Whataburger table tent. An orange and white trophy for your made-to-order burger. It means we cook your meal up fresh. And don't get up, because we'll bring it right to you. So if you're looking to sit down and celebrate the fact that you left it all on the field, we've got your number. Whataburger, just like you like it.
Don't wait till it's too late. Strata Roofing and Construction can inspect and assess your roof. They'll offer you the best options to replace or repair your property's roof. Expert roofers specializing in composite, metal, tile, TOP, and PVC. Homeowners trust Strata. Residential and commercial, new construction or replacement, located in Lufkin and serving all of East Texas. Efficient, affordable, Strata Roofing and Construction. 936-219-4369.
All right, welcome back. Here we are. Tied up 8-8 in the top of the 8th inning. Aiden Murray, Jackson Lindsay, and Nolan Kruger due up for the Kingwood Park Panthers. Grant Stafford still on the bump here for Lufkin. Curveball, strike 1. Oh, 1. That one's now 1-1. Back-to-back curveballs from Stafford. Fastball a little outside. 2-1. Kingwood Park produced 1 run in the 3rd, 2 in the 5th, 5 in the 6th. Lufkin, 5 in the 5th, 3 in the 6th. Two and 2. This is the count, as that one's fouled out of play. Two-two curveball. No, it was outside. It's an excellent pitch from Stafford. So now with the count full. Fly ball hit in the infield. Camp's going to call it and will make the catch. A little swirling up in the air, and then Camp able to come up with it. Stafford thought about fielding his position there, but good call from the third baseman to call him off. Here comes Jackson Lindsay. Curveball for strike 1 from Stafford. Oh, 1. 1-1 now. That one missed outside. Yes, it does. The count goes 2-1. Foul ball hit out of play. That last one, nicking Grigson. So 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 down. Come on, Grant, give us one here. 2-2 breaking ball lifted in the air left field. Going back is Hernandez, has a good read on it, and will make the play. Two down here in the 8th. These two teams keep battling it out. Now Kruger comes up. Kruger's 0 for 3. He reached and scored in the 3rd inning off a hit by pitch. But he has been on the left side of the field a lot. He was actually the first batter that Stafford faced and flew out to left field. Fastball just outside. 1-0. Now 1-1. Grant scooted it back in by a couple inches here and got the strike call there, 1-1. That one missed way out, 2-1. Serrano's at first, Lindsay at second, Knight's short. Camp over at third. Fastball. Missing inside, 3-1. Hernandez in center, Hernandez in left, Hillis in center, and Rasmussen in right field. 3-1 count. That one's driven in the air right center. Can Hillis get there? He seems like he can. Yeah, he can. He makes the play.
Well, everyone, the merger is now complete. Two East Texas insurance powers are now one. Morgan Insurance and Bartlett Baggett & Shands Insurance Agency are now just Morgan and Bartlett Baggett & Shands Insurance Agency. You can connect with them at 936-634-7755 or morganins.com. That's morganins.com. You can now get your free auto quotes courtesy of Germania Insurance. Serving Lufkin and Nacogdoches in all of East Texas. Let the experts with over 150 years experience take care of you. It's the new East Texas Power. That's Morgan and Bartlett Baggett & Shands Insurance Agency here in Lufkin.
When it comes to repairing your
Too busy talk. We're talking about the game over here, and listen, it's been a fun one, everybody. Thanks for being with us here on Lufkin Game Time. I'm Chris Simmons. It's been a roller coaster of a ride here for the Panthers. A lot of fun, a lot of high quality baseball. It's rain's played a little bit of a factor with some of this stuff. You've seen errors, you've seen hitting, timely hitting, you've seen coming back from behind, and now you're seeing relief pitching having to come up clutch on both sides of this thing. So it's been a heck of a game. It's a district matchup. Top two teams in the district. They're going to be fighting for the district championship. You imagine when you get down to the last week of district play. And so these two teams have been going at it now for just that 3 hours. I was just having the conversation. Who do you give? There's a lot of conversation about the Commercial Bank of Texas player of the game here. There is one situation where it's not even difficult, I mean, you got Hillis, who tied this thing up with a 3-run homer. You're like, man, it'd be hard not to give him a player of the game situation here. But it also could be, what about the runner, the batter who scores the winning run? That could also be Hillis. He is due up second here this half inning, so we'll see. He can make it easy on all of us. But Camp at the plate now, followed by Caleb Hillis, followed by Cooper Knight, are the three that are due up. There was a lineup change for Lufkin. I don't know exactly what or who. We'll find out when you find out. Or we'll let you know when I find out. So we'll discover that here momentarily. No changes at this point in the lineup quite yet. Camp 0 for 3, did reach on an error in the 5th inning. One down, we're in the 8th inning. Or probably nobody down in the 8th inning. Fastball, strike one. Camp didn't love the call, but at the same time, not much you want to do with that one anyway, so let it go on by and figure something else out here. 0-1, lofted, foul. The new pitcher for Kingwood Park is Cody Jenkins. Curveball, missed outside. I'll give you the tally for Tyler Brown here in a moment. 1-2, softly hit back in the infield. Jenkins coming up to field his position, throws it over to first for the out. And here's Caleb Hillis coming up to bat now.
Caleb Hillis.
Hillis, obviously, the hero so far here for the Pack with his 3-run shot that we saw earlier. Tied the ball game in the bottom of the 6th. No runs by either team since then. Takes the first one away. Fastball left over the middle of the plate. Hit on the ground to the shortstop. The throw from shortstop, though, it got slick again. I'm telling you, anything put in play is possibility of something happening just like that. A throwing error from short. It's the fourth error of the game for the Kingwood Park Panthers. So Tyler Brown for Kingwood Park went 2 2/3, 3 earned runs, 1 hit, 1 strikeout, 2 walks. Panthers now, Lufkin Panthers back at the top of the lineup with Cooper Knight. Knight 1 for 4, bouncer thrown by Jenkins. The 1-0. That one's hit over to Coach Quick. Taking it off his hand. Well, bounce a little drop step by Coach Quick over at first base. And count even back up at 1-1. Winning run for the Panthers over at first, and Caleb Hillis with 1 down. Runner going. That one's hit into the gap. Excellently done. Hit and run. The steal from Hillis brought the shortstop to go cover the bag. Well, then Knight just put it right in the gap there. Excellent job. Great job by Cooper Knight. So Hernandez now steps up with 1 down. And Stafford on deck for us. So Coop now 2 of 5 on the night. Hernandez 0 for 3, steps in the box. Haraguchi came in and hit for him earlier in the 5th inning. But Haraguchi was burned after he was subbed back out. Hernandez drops the bunt. Runner will advance over to third. Nobody's there to cover first. We caught him napping. We caught him napping. Bases are now loaded with 1 out. Bunt single for Hernandez. Hillis at third. Knight at second. Hernandez at first. A mound visit happening here, as the game is on the line right now. Lufkin's so close, 90 feet away from taking this one home with a win. Golly, what a game, everybody. What a game. Buried somewhere in this subplot is that, Kingwood Park's coach got ejected back, in the middle of the 5th inning? I feel like that was 3 years ago. Yeah, it had been in the middle of the 5th inning. So the former Lufkin Panther, Blake Ford, is out talking to the team right now in the infield. Obviously, infield is going to be playing in. The only runner that matters is the runner at third base. Tied up 8 apiece. Grant Stafford has a chance to be a hero here. He has a single and a double so far. He's also driven in 2 runs. I think Coach Cobb coming out to talk as well and see what the conversation's about here at the mound. A lot of time in between with this mound visit. Yeah, that's the conversation. Is that, hey, let's get this thing going.
Pitcher number 5,
So Jenkins
Stafford.
will have to choose wisely here with how he deals with Stafford, because a walk wins the game as well. All right, Grant. Here we go. Bases are loaded. Winning run. 90 feet away. Going to fake the pick off to third. Nothing going there. Up the middle wins anything. I mean, up the middle wins the game easily. Anything on the ground, we'll see. Anything in the air? We'll see. Stafford, a liner deep center. Hillis going to have to tag up from third. A big throw, but nowhere near in time. The Panthers, the Lufkin Panthers, have won this one. Back and forth. What a battle. What a battle. What a battle. What a battle. The Panthers, the Lufkin Panthers, that is. There's both Panthers here. Lufkin wins 9-8 here at home against the Kingwood Park Panthers. We're going to try to wrap this one up pretty quick and give you our Woodland Heights Medical Center post-game show in just a moment. We'll give that to you in just a moment. We'll take a quick break here on Lufkin Game Time.
This is a Whataburger table tent. An orange and white trophy for your made-to-order burger. It means we cook your meal up fresh. And don't get up, because we'll bring it right to you. So if you're looking to sit down and celebrate the fact that you left it all on the field, we've got your number. Whataburger, just like you like it.
Vehicle, you always have a choice. At S&W Expert Collision Repair, we set the standard for excellence with state-of-the-art equipment, leading-edge technology, and over 40 years of industry know-how.
They got us a new car. They got us a new car. They got us a new car.
No, this is your car. We just fixed it correctly.
Thank you so much for our new car.
No, this is your car.
S&W Expert Collision Repair. You just might think you got a new car.
Welcome back here on our Woodland Heights Medical Center post-game show. Lufkin victorious over Kingwood Park 9-8, and it was just an absolute whirlwind of a game. There's so many different directions you could talk about with this one because we get down 1-0, we get down 3-0, we come back, we put 5 up on the board. Right before we put the 5 up on the board, the head coach, Kingwood Park, got thrown out. We put 5. They came back, though, in the top of the 6th and answered right the heck back. I mean, right back at us. They put 5 up on the board. They took a lead. That was the last time they would score, though. It was 8-5 at that point. We come back in the bottom of the 6th, and it was a 3-run home run by our man, Caleb Hillis. What a shot that was. It was so clutch, so important. And it makes this really, really difficult to do. But how do you not give the guy with a 3-run home run the player of the game? But tonight, our Commercial Bank of Texas player of the game is going to Grant Stafford. Grant Stafford produced three RBIs tonight. He had a 2 RBI double that produced runs number 2 and 3, and then the all-important game-winning run, the sac fly, produced the win. As Hillis, once again, came in and scored. Just a heck of a game. But then not to mention that just at the plate, but also on the mound, Stafford, he came in and got himself in a couple dicey situations, and was it was not the easiest, not always the cleanest, but listen, it was enough is what it was. It was enough. And so Stafford came in for 1 1/3 innings pitched on the mound, allowing no runs. I'm telling you this in real time. Had gave up 2 hits, had 1 strikeout, and walked 1. So we'll take that from our man Grant Stafford, our Commercial Bank of Texas player of the game, and just an awesome game. Lufkin now sitting at 5-0 in district play. This was such an important game, everybody. Such an important game. We won't see Kingwood Park again until the end of district. We will, I think, go there and then come back and play the last one at home. But if there's any kind of tie, if it's any kind of – because now Kingwood Park has lost 2 district games. And listen, there's going to be shakeups and ups and downs throughout this district schedule, I'm sure. But now we have got the all-important game 1 in this one. So we protected home turf. We got to keep doing it now. Now we play again here in a few hours over at Longview. Weather permitting, we'll be playing at Longview at noon. We will not have a broadcast for you for that one, but we will be back on Tuesday for the home game against Nacogdoches. And just want to say thanks to everybody. Real quick, we'll give you the pitching numbers here. Our post-game stats brought to you by our man Shane Sepulvedo with K&G Capital Mortgage. Austin Lindsay was our starter tonight. He went 5 innings. He gave up 3 earned runs, 6 hits, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, and 2 hit by pitch. Cooper Knight came in relief of him and didn't have a great outing, but that's okay. He tried to make up for it at the plate and did a pretty good job. Knight went 2/3 of an inning, 5 earned runs, 4 hits, 0 strikeouts, 4 hit by pitch. Stafford came in relief of Knight, went an inning and let me do the math real quick. That would get 6. I think it's 2 1/3 innings actually. 2 1/3, not 1 1/3. 2 1/3 innings. No earned runs, 2 hits, 1 strikeout, and 1 walk for Stafford on the mound at the plate for Lufkin. A lot of chicken scratch here in the book, but I can tell you 2 RBI double by Stafford, then a sac fly was the walk-off win for us. A 2 RBI double by Grigson, that can't be underestimated. The 3-run home run by Caleb Hillis, obviously spectacular. No doubt about that one. Another clutch situation for Haraguchi coming in, getting hit by pitch with bases loaded that actually, brought in a run for us. So a lot of great stuff. Panthers, listen, what we're seeing so far, five games into district play. It's a very gritty team. It's a very gutsy team. It's a fighting team that does not give up easily. They just don't. They aren't backing down. They have not backed down from a situation yet. They don't give up. They don't roll over. They compete. They do a really good job. And so proud of them, proud of our guys. We move on 5-0 through the first round of district. That's something to speak of for sure for our Lufkin Panthers. And now we move on to Nacogdoches next week. We thank you guys for listening in here at Lufkin Game Time and LufkinGameTime.com, the Lufkin Game Time app. For the guys at Jam Digital Media, I'm Chris Simmons, and wow, what a ride we got to go on for 3 hours and 15 minutes here this evening. A lot of fun. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you guys Tuesday night for the next broadcast. Go Pack. We win this one 9-8 in extras. Thanks for being here with us here on Lufkin Game Time.